Hi, y'all. How y'all doing there? All right, so y'all know I'm on all the platforms. Let me see something too. Welcome, welcome. I'm just waiting for some people to join before I really start yapping. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. I'm just waiting for everybody to come on in. I was checking something on here to see if, but I'll do that later. Okay, because I was thinking about also going live on Instagram because that is how I started actually, was Instagram first. But I'll figure that out. But welcome, y'all. I do also want to say hello, welcome. My day is going pretty well. I already cooked dinner, so I'm done for today. And I just gotta do my nails later. But I do want to say thank y'all for supporting me because my YouTube grew back super quick and I'm almost back to being monetized. I only have like maybe 500 hours ago, which is probably like maybe 2, 3 more videos or something like that. So not bad. They view it, or did I say views, watchable hours. So I just have to wait for them to review it. And shout out to YouTube because when I deactivated my YouTube, I didn't lose anything. It came right back. So I didn't have to start from ground zero. So that's what's up. Anybody that's a content creator, check that out. And my TikTokers, I appreciate y'all for the gifts and things like that. If you're watching me, I am live on all my platforms. So I am on TikTok, YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and WAP. If you guys want personal readings, you do have to subscribe to my WAP page. That it just makes it easier for nobody to get scammed or anything like that. And yeah, I don't have anything to really, I don't have like no general messages, but today what we're going to do is general readings, and I will let you guys drop your signs in the chat. I know I have a Sag and a Leo here on YouTube. So y'all drop your signs in the chat. We'll do it in the order in which, y'all drop y'all signs. If you're new to watching me, the videos are typically long, like my TikTokers. It's typically long, okay? So if you if you don't see your sign or you miss your sign, it's all good. You can watch this on YouTube. It'll be time stamped. My people on Kick and Twitch, drop y'all signs as well. It says it's 2 of y'all in there, so y'all can drop your signs if you feel comfortable. But let's see. So I know we got Sag and Leo. So we'll do Sag, Leo, and then y'all know I'm gonna have to do my timestamps, do my notes. Oh, I forgot to put this my little zodiac necklaces. I do still have those if y'all want them. And I did ship some Florida waters out. So if y'all want some Florida waters, I have those as well. They smell very good. All right, we got Virgo and Capricorn. All right, keep dropping y'all signs in the chat, y'all, so I can put y'all on a list. Okay, we got Scorpio. I think I'll keep it that way, until further notice. Let y'all do it that way so that people actually get to see their signs. Okay, Cancer. Okay, Aries. All right. All right, so far we got Sag, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, and Aries. Yes. Mm-hmm. Are my plushies in here? No, I put them on the couch, I think. I took them out when I made the bed. Okay. So I think they're on the couch. Okay. Do you see them? Check real quick and make sure so they don't. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right, so we're good. We're going to start with Sag, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, and Aries. All right, any other signs, keep dropping y'all signs in the chat. My TikTokers, real quick. Ooh, yay, TikTok's growing. If it's you guys on TikTok, I do gotta say, please don't get scammed, because as I get more viewers, it's going to be fake pages, okay? Please. Please, this is my only page. I will never DM y'all for no readings. Ever, 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 ever. I will never DM you saying that I will do spell work to get some bad energy off of you. Nothing like that, okay? Um, Check out the store if you're on TikTok. We do have the Rider-Waite deck in that in my store, so check that out. I have a lot of things in my store actually. This necklace is in my store, my lip gloss is in my store, so check those out. And yeah, thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure that y'all also you know, y'all can subscribe to YouTube, all that great stuff. My platform, my name is the same on all of my platforms, and on Twitch it's EeshUrHeartOut official. All right, so that's the only one that's different, but it does have official on the end, okay? All right, so shout out to y'all for joining. Okay, you want to cross watch the Gemini? Okay, you want to be a little nosy? We'll add Gemini for you. All right, thank y'all for all the likes. So far we got Sag, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Gemini. That's the order we're going in, y'all. All right, so each reading will probably be around 10 to 15 minutes. So if you hear your side is down on the list, you can either stay tuned or you can check it out time-stamped on my YouTube. Whatever works best for you guys. All right, so let's get started with Sagittarius. I appreciate y'all tuning in. These are general. It's not like focused on any specific topic. I did have love readings done. We did love, money, and intuition readings. So y'all can check those out up on my YouTube. All right, so let's see Sagittarius. All right, what is the most important energy surrounding my Sagittarius is? Let's see. Thank y'all for the follows. Thank y'all for the follows. Okay, order. All right, so organizing something, making sure we're intentional, planning things. All right, planning ahead. All right, so that is what's going on here is order. All right, what role do you play, Sagittarius is? Let's see, what role do you play here? Yes, my day is going good. Oh, okay, angel, Sagittarius. So you're being yourself, all right? But the Sagittarius energy, and this is because I know people will think I'm being biased, but it doesn't mean that we are angels. It's just the Temperance card is Sagittarius energy. But you could be being helpful. You could be having a lot of patience with somebody. You could also be teaching someone. All right, that is a teacher energy. But I feel like you're fully embodying the Sagittarius energy in general, right? So anything that rules Sagittarius. So the energy surrounding that energy is like exploring religions and talking to different people from different lands, foreign energy, expanding your horizons, traveling. So there's anything that's engulfed in that scenario, that is your energy right now. I'm also getting to, if you're wondering whether or not like you're on the right path, or if you feel like, man, am I taking somebody else's advice? Am I doing this because somebody else wants me to do it? You're not. You are fully embodying your own energy. You said, can I tell if it's the moon or the sun? Like if somebody's sign is in the moon or the sun? For me, the way I tell people to watch these videos, if you guys are aware of how to implement your chart, like you know you're a Sag moon for whatever reason, right? If you're watching Sagittarius, moon signs is your natural inclination, your personal relationships, your natural instincts, things that you would do in private, things like that. Say you were like a Sag rising. If you're a Sag rising, this energy might represent how you are in public or on your first impression. So it just depends on, you know, what you know about your own elements and things like that. All right, but that's the energy for Sag so far. All right. So I feel like you have a lot of patience here. So let's see what order is. Let's see what we're organizing, or so what is being planned here? What's being organized with order? And then we'll see what's being considered first. Interesting. Resistance. Okay, what are we resisting? Let's see. I don't know if this is you. Oh, instinct. Okay, so that would be like you're purposely resisting your intuition. Okay, let's explain, or maybe somebody is purposely ignoring like if you're intuitive and you know what to do, or you giving somebody advice. Like if you're in the angel energy, you're being yourself. If you're already following your natural inclination, maybe you gave somebody advice, they're resisting it, or so make sure that you guys are not resisting your intuition. But what would you be putting first if you are? So let's double check. I will make sure. All right, Taurus, I got you. All right, so let's see what's being considered first here. We got transition and angel. Oh, okay. Don't be too helpful. We're going to clarify that. I'm going to reshuffle because I don't normally take the flip cards that fall out. If your intuition is telling you not to help somebody or not to teach somebody, don't do that. But that's kind of odd because it's like you're in your own energy. So we're going to clarify it. Let's see. But what's being considered first here? What's being put first? So do not resist your intuition. Okay, defiance. All right, this might be outside of you. What's your intuition telling you to do, Sagittarius? What is your intuition telling you to do? So also what I will say too, and because I did a personal reading on myself yesterday, when I talk about intuition, it's your own idea that you come up with. So like if you come up with an idea or a plan, right? And this is just something I noticed that I did. I automatically questioned that idea. Even though I had sat there and I thought about it and I was like, okay, that plan makes sense. I could do this, that, and the third. But because I saw another video and somebody's like, no, you should do it this way, I automatically questioned myself. So make sure you guys aren't doing that. Make sure you don't question yourself and things like that. All right, but let's see. We're going to see what your intuition, your natural instincts are telling you to do. Thank y'all for the follows. Welcome. All right, so what is your intuition telling you to do here, Sagittarius? Okay, change. Okay, so you know you need to change something. What are you currently doing as angel? I don't know if that's you, but let's see. I don't know if that's what you're doing that's wrong, but let's see. Okay, fluidity. What do you need to change this into? So don't go with the flow. There's no need to experiment with anything anymore. What do you need to change this into? So you know that though. Okay, you got transition, healing, and self-esteem. Okay, so this is about trusting yourself. So I feel like that's what you need to know. When you're coming up with these ideas, you're on the right track. Do not question yourself. There's no need for you to experiment with anything else with fluidity. It's almost like you have a good system or you know what to do. So you don't need to question that. Why? Let's see what the root of you questioning yourself is. And then I'll get the regular tarot too. All right, so what is the root of you possibly questioning yourself, questioning your own ideas and your own instincts? What is the root of that? Fluidity? Okay. Maybe you just want to experiment with something. So the fluidity card is about trying things out. Maybe you're just going with the flow and you're not being very intentional. But I feel like it's about wanting to experiment with something and change it up. So there could be a water sign that causes this, just in case, it could be a situation where maybe when you were a kid, a water sign told you blah, 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 or like they didn't trust what you were doing or something like that. So don't switch up. Don't change anything. All right, let's get the 8 cards. So if you're on a career path or you have a certain plan or something like that, do not change it up. Don't change your method. Don't be like, oh, maybe I should do this instead. All right, so you have the Devil card. That's Capricorn energy. That's Saturn ruled. Thanks for reposting. I appreciate y'all. Okay, the Magician. All right, so it looks like something's manipulated here. These are major cards. All right, so you got the Devil, the Magician, the Emperor, Page of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, Queen of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and then the Empress. Okay, so I feel like you have already created it. You know that it works. When you get the 8 of Cups, that means there's nothing else to go back and figure out because we're able to walk away from it. We're able to take that information with us. This could also be a thing with gender, like especially my Sag women. Maybe you're used to having to listen to men or a masculine figure with the Emperor coming out. But let's clarify what the Devil card is real quick. Because that also, the Devil card rules our fears. I know that it's Capricorn, but it also rules our internal fears and things like that. All right, that may hold us back. So let's see. What is your energy down here in these 8 cards real quick? Okay, passion. So you already know what you desire or what you want. You're already the fire element in a scenario. What is the Devil card here for you? Because I feel like that could be the thing that's kind of holding you back or something. Okay, mood. What is the Magician? Pride. And then what is the Emperor real quick? So out of pride or ego because somebody regrets something. Okay, emotions. So, yeah, with fluidity, do not let your emotions get to you. You're fire. That's the thing. Your energy in these cards is passion. You want something, you desire it, you're going to take action towards it. So don't allow your emotions to get in the way, or don't allow, like, I feel like just don't get triggered. So what might trigger your emotions or self-esteem here? What might make you emotional, or it's like your emotions are what make you question yourself. So we need to get to the root of what's triggering those emotions, right? Hopefully that makes sense. You blocked a Gemini today? Y'all know I'm team block. I'll be blocking everybody. All right, so what might be triggering your emotions, Sagittarius? Okay, resilience. Maybe because you feel like you have to do something on your own. This is the Ten of Wands, and this is Sag energy. So you might feel that this could be a thing where, like, okay, I'm the only one with this idea. I'm the only one with this plan. And you kind of want, like, what is it called? You may want validation, like external validation from somebody to see if they actually agree with you, right? You want to make sure that, damn, am I right? Is this the right decision? And you want to kind of check in with somebody. I'm going to tell you one thing that I experienced is when you're doing that, 9 times out of 10, people don't know what they're doing. Some people are successful off of a fluke because they tried their own idea, right? Like they went and they tried what they needed to do. That doesn't mean that it's going to automatically work for you as well. But I feel like that's the issue. You don't want to have to do something alone. But resilience means that you actually can handle what you need to create or what you need to do by yourself. You can do that. There's nothing else that you need to do. So your intuition is telling you, okay, let me not experiment anymore. I don't need to get any more information on this. I don't need somebody else's validation. I'm also getting too with fluidity in the emotions part. If you know that maybe you're doing something and it makes your emotions fluctuate, or you just know as a person, you know, like, okay, I know I'm emotional, or I know this is going to bother me. You know that already. So you know to kind of change that element within yourself and kind of, you know, pacify yourself, calm yourself down. All right, so what are we able to walk away from with the Eight of Cups? And then we'll see what the Empress is. Okay, healing. So I feel like you know that. You know what's blocking you kind of thing. I feel like, too, the healing card, even though it's titled healing, the opposite energy would be repeating something. All right, so if you already know what you're repetitively doing or whatever, you know to walk away from that, you're fine. All right, so I feel like your reading is more so reminding you don't go backwards. All right. So what is the Empress? Let's see. Let's see. What is the Empress here? Okay, you got guidance, ambition. There's versatility, yeah. And then rebellion. So you may have to do something slightly different than what other people do. Again, doesn't mean you can't incorporate information and things that you learn. We learn from people every day, but it's just like at some point you are going to have to trust yourself and trust your own, you know, intuition, things like that. No problem, girl. I be needing to hear it too. I take this as like when I'm doing readings and I be like, oh, I don't know what this is. And then somebody's like, oh, that made perfect sense. It's like that. Like I don't need to keep questioning it because I know that it's right. And people tell me that it's right. So it's something like that. That's just an example. But yes, make sure, you know, you're trusting yourself. A good thing that I would recommend too, if you like what, okay, so let me give you another example, right? Say you're like, okay, I want to change careers, and you're like, okay, I want to be a real estate agent, or I want to do something in real estate. Your intuition would tell you to research all of the different possibilities that are in real estate, right? The opposite of that would be seeing a video and somebody's like, oh, I'm a real estate agent and I can't sell houses here in Texas because of this, that, and the third. That's their experience. That doesn't mean you can't go do property management or flipping a house or have an Airbnb. So I hope the way I'm explaining that makes sense. Like, don't just take somebody else's negative experience or the thing that they did, you know, and implement that. Another thing that I would say too is, especially in this day and age with like advertisement, people are paid to advertise. So there are certain things that people are told to do or advertise that may not really work for you. Like say you wanted to do drop shipping and somebody's like, well, the number one product that sells is electronics. That doesn't mean that people don't buy other things. That doesn't mean that you can't sell something else. And it really, what it could mean is that it's oversaturated. It could mean that everybody's trying to sell electronics. So it's a way to, like, you can take the advice, you can incorporate it, but don't completely negate your own way of thinking. All right. Excuse me. All right, so what's the outcome once you're able to follow your intuition? And it's easier said than done. Don't beat yourself up or anything like that. But, you know, what's the outcome for you once you're able to follow your intuition? Okay, you got sexuality, versatility, and truth. So versatility energy is when you're able to complete something created. You have all of the energy or all of the information that you need to do something, all the skills. And like I said, Gemini, I've always told y'all this, Gemini is your opposite. So I feel like this would be you realize, okay, I've been listening to people that are opposite of me more than myself, more than the things that I've already experienced. All right. And I know y'all listen to me right now, but I don't I don't count. It ain't me. No, I'm just playing. But all right, so that's your reading, Sagittarius. All right, we got Leo up next. That was very detailed. Hopefully the rest of them are you know, I like to give detailed readings. So Leo is up next. If y'all are just now joining, the way we're doing it, if it sounds like out of order, we do first come, first serve on the zodiac signs. So we got Sag, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Gemini, Taurus. If you're watching me on TikTok, this will be up on my YouTube. It'll be time stamped. Same for my Twitch and my Kick people, because I know it'd be like 1 or 2 people on there if y'all watch it. So yeah, same thing for you guys. Also make sure, okay, we got Libra. All right, now Libra, you know, you got a little bit of time. You see how long these readings are, so just you go be here in like an hour or something like that. My videos do typically last about 3.5 hours. It just depends. Also, my TikTokers, make sure y'all check out the TikTok shop. My cards are in there that we're using. Not my cards, I didn't make them, but the Rider-Waite deck. So those are in there. I have a lot of items in my TikTok shop, so check that out. All right, Leos. Oh, there you go. This is a Leo card. All right. The Strength card. All right, Leos. Let's see what the most important scenario is for you, Leos. What's the most important situation for my Leos? Oops. Okay, rebellion. All right, so Sag did pull that energy, so you probably have the same, you know, y'all are fire signs. All right, so let's see what the rebellious energy is. What do we normally do here? What is the status quo? What's the norm? Oh, okay, strength. That's your card. Excuse me, that's your card, Leo. Okay, what's being done instead here? Or what's being done that might be slightly different? You could be dealing with another Leo. Okay, superstition. Okay, so you might be worried or like overthinking something. If this is somebody outside of you, normally, and I'm just giving all the perspectives, but normally somebody will listen to you. If they're the ones that's being rebellious, they may question something that you're asking them to do or question something that's going on. All right, so what is your current energy, Leos? Oh, okay, rebellion. Okay, so it's you. All right, so also these are the hip hop oracle deck. This is 2 decks combined, so that's why I'm able to pull the same card twice. All right, so you're the one that's worried then. Okay, so what are you concerned about? So this is not like you. Normally, you're not worried like this, but okay, what are you concerned about with superstition, or what are you thinking about here? Interesting. Respect. If this is a person, you're concerned about a Taurus, you're concerned about your child or somebody that you're like, I feel like this is somebody you're related to. It's like a relative. If it's not, if you don't have children or you're not concerned about a relative, I feel like you're concerned about like whether or not you're following the rules and regulations. All right. You could be concerned about whether or not you're going to be well respected, but I'm getting this as a Taurus or something. I feel like this is a person. Okay, what are you worried might occur here? Ooh. We got inspiration and potential. So you may, I'm going to keep these just because Aquarius is opposite Leo. So you may be worried that somebody's going to do the opposite of what you want them to do. Like, especially if this is a kid or like a relative or something. If it's somebody that you're in a relationship with, right? Like if that's the level of respect, like that's the title, That's the commitment that's there. Normally, you're okay. And you just feel like somebody's going to go in the opposite direction of you. All right, what energy should you be in here, Leos? And then we'll get the tarot. Okay, passion. You are a fire sign. All right, so passion, sexuality, and then self-esteem. Okay, I'm seeing something genuinely about like sexuality or sensuality. That could be what you're worried about. Like maybe you're trying to be sensual or sexual and you're worried about like who you're dating. Maybe they don't want you to wear that or do that or say that. Or like if you have a child, maybe you're worried about, okay, well, I can't dress like this, act like this around my child or something like that. What might trigger self-esteem here in this reading for you? And then we'll get the tarot. Self-love. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, so we're starting out with the Five of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, the Six of Cups. There's the Nine of Wands. So before I even continue, this appears to be, okay, this person feels like, and this could be you. There's an individual who feels like they're only receiving something because another individual did not want to take it. So it's like whatever, and I'll figure out what this opportunity is, but it's like, okay, you're kind of giving me hand-me-downs, or you're just being nice to me or kind to me because this other person did not want to receive what you were giving to them. You're only like, so something could be a selfish, that could be what it is. Like somebody's like, okay, you're just giving this to me so that this person will notice. I feel like too, somebody feels like, okay, you're only being generous because you have regrets or you feel guilty. You wouldn't really actually want to do that for me. I feel like too, there's another way I can see this is like, if there's an individual giving something or helping another individual, there's somebody that's like jealous or feels left out. But I feel like they didn't want to take it. All right, so we got the Two of Swords. There's the Hermit. You could be dealing with a Virgo. And then you got the Chariot. And then the Judgment. So there's something with a Virgo Cancer here. Yeah, there's a Strength card. So I feel like a Cancer is going to call you out about this. If there's a person, a Cancer is going to say something about this, Leo. They're like, that could be how they feel. Like, why are you doing this? Or you're only giving this to me because of blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's see. What is the Cancer saying? What's the Chariot saying here? Peace. Okay, yeah, there's hustle and luck. So somebody's like, wait, you didn't notice that somebody's like, you did not notice that I was giving you this opportunity, or you didn't notice that I was helping you, or I was giving you money. It's something like that. I feel like that's what somebody is calling out here. Who's the person that's helping real quick? Who's giving somebody an opportunity? And the reason I say this, I'm going to show y'all real quick. And we might do a little, like a tarot class one day. But literally, like somebody's trying to give somebody something, but they don't notice it. They're focused on something else. Matter of fact, what is this person focused on that they don't realize what they're receiving? Wow. Okay, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, the Four of Cups. It's like somebody just keeps ignoring it completely. Somebody, I don't know if they didn't want it. Okay. What is somebody focused on that they don't notice what they were receiving here? Okay, we got order. Okay, we got intuition, order again. Okay. What did somebody consider first here with order? Okay, change. So that was Sagittarius's energy. I don't know if you're dealing with a Sag. We'll clarify that. I don't really see their energy here. Okay, yeah, change, healing, and then there's superstition again. Okay, let's clarify. What's the Hermit see here? Okay, defiance. All right, what are we supposed to be doing or actually paying attention to? Yeah, healing. So I don't know if it's a Sag. I don't know if this is you, but that was Sag's reading. They were supposed to heal that issue. So what's the situation in your scenario? What is supposed to be healed here, Leos? Okay, this is different. Okay, leadership. What is it supposed to be changed into here? Okay, yeah, focus. Literally, yeah, emotions. You don't, I feel like you're not noticing. So your energy is a little different. You have love here. You have emotions and love. But somebody, I feel like somebody's telling you, hey, Leo, like, you didn't notice that you received blah, blah, blah. So you may, okay, what did you have the opportunity to do here, Leos? I feel like it's to be with a Taurus or something like that. So you had an opportunity, to listen, guidance. So it's like somebody's giving you free game and you didn't want to take that advice. Yeah, somebody's giving you free game. They're giving you the information. We're telling you what to do, and you might not really take it that way. Now for you, I did have the intuition here, so I didn't see intuition really come out, but so what were you guided to do then, Leos? That's basically what your reading is about, is that you had the information or somebody gave it to you for free or free game, or like, hey, like I'll help you or I'll show you this, that, and the third. But I feel like a Cancer is going to make it known, like, so-and-so tried to help you, or, okay, what were you guided to do here? If it's not a Cancer, it could be the person that maybe you're talking to them about this. Hi there on Twitch. My bad. This is Leo. All right, so you were guided to stand in your own power. I feel like you were guided to speak up for yourself. It's like you're not listening. What are you doing over here in this Strength card now? Okay, now you can see it. So you're gonna realize this. What could this pertain to for you guys? I mean, I feel like just showing gratitude for like people around you. If it's not like giving you physical money or something like that, maybe it could have been a friend. They're like, hey, like, let's try this idea, or, we should look into this. Or it could be like, I don't know, maybe it's somebody you used to date. Maybe it's a family member. It's like literally somebody they're giving you free game. You just didn't take it or something. So you're able to see it. I feel like it's an eye opener. Okay, what's going to make you able to see this? How are you able to see the truth about this scenario now? Oh, hustle? Is it because somebody else already has it? I feel like you see somebody with that opportunity. Who receives this opportunity instead, possibly? I feel like you see what somebody else is willing to work on or do here. All right, who receives this opportunity? Okay. Oh, spirituality, versatility, and truth. It might be a Sagittarius, or because in their reading, they were the ones that was trying to like teach or have patience or help somebody. So I don't know if a Sag tried to help you. But the guidance is to be in your own power, to stand in your own truth. Let's clarify what you were kind of told to do. You might see the actual, yes, we're on Leo, y'all. We're on Leo. All right, so let's see. How are you able to see this now, Leos? You got the Three of Wands. I feel like you're watching it. Yeah, the Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands. You're watching somebody else get that opportunity. There's the Hierophant right here. Yeah, all right, what's the most important energy for you to be in, Leos? luck. All right, you still have time. You still have the opportunity. Don't feel like I feel like you need to realize that you're abundant and you have these opportunities coming to you. So don't this is looks like a lesson like, okay, once this opportunity comes to me, I'm going to appreciate it again, right? What is your opportunity now? What's your current luck or opportunity right now? So don't, you don't need to go backwards. Resistance and emotions. Okay, so maybe you were emotional and that's why that's right, you were at the 5 of Cups. That's why you couldn't see the opportunity, because you were emotional or sad. So what made you regretful? What were you sad about or regretful about? It's like you were too, it's like your judgment was clouded, so you couldn't see what was in front of you. Yeah, love, mystery, and mood. I get, so I feel like you may have made a decision elsewhere or try to decide to work with someone else, and that ends up in a regret here. Like, this isn't like you to normally be worried about this thing or this situation. I feel like this definitely is coming from a Cancer. I feel like they're like, look, I was trying to help you. I'm trying to, if it's not a Cancer, it could just be somebody that's like in an authoritative position, somebody that you experience with, things like that. Welcome. All right, so what's the outcome for the Leos? What's the outcome for the Leos? You say you didn't want to be poly and maybe you should have stayed because he's with her now. Girl, no. That's not what I'm saying in this reading. Absolutely not. Let me tell you something. A man is the easiest thing you can get. That is never what I'm talking about. All right, please. No. That's a comment on TikTok. I'm on multiple platforms, y'all. So if you're wondering what I'm reading, it's on a different platform. All right, so let's see. What's the outcome here for you, Leos? Yeah, there's confidence. You got finesse, spirituality, and fluidity. So Sag knows not to experiment with anything anymore. They know to trust themselves. If you're trying to use spirituality or some type of religious belief to do that, don't do that. I always tell people your intuition is different than spirituality. All right, I tell you that all the time. Yeah, peace, attitude, and in defiance. All right, so yeah, be confident in yourself. But I feel like you're going to look back and see a moment where it's like, okay, bet I could have listened to that, or I could have learned from that person, or I could have, I could have had a better situation where I understood that better. All right. So I feel like it's just more about like being open ears. This could also be a situation where you don't want the information from somebody. That could be what's making you emotional. Like you don't want to listen to that person, that type of individual or something. Or maybe you would rather be the person who's in charge when you were supposed to be listening or in taking the advice. Like, it's like, no, who are you to tell me? Like, maybe you're older than somebody and somebody tried to give you advice, kind of situation like that. You don't want it to, you still want to be open to listening to things. All right, so let me write that down. All right, Virgos. Virgo is up next, y'all. We're doing first come, first serve. So that's why we're going in this order. All right, so far we just did Sag and Leo. So that is up on my YouTube page. All right, Virgos. All right, what's the scenario surrounding the Virgos? What's the most important scenario for the Virgo? Oh, rebellion flipped. I'm going to keep it. Let's get one more. Because the Hermit did come out in the Virgo reading. You got connectivity, but I'm not going to keep that. All right, let's get one more for the Virgos. Let's see. Okay, passion. This could be similar to Leo. Okay, so the center of your reading is rebellion. What role do you play here, Virgos? What role do y'all play? What's your energy? Okay, personality. So you're showing yourself. We can see you. You're visible. What part of your personality are you showing? Let's see. So you're sharing information about yourself. Don't overshare. Okay, love. So you're talking about romance, love, whoever you're dating. I feel like you're talking about your love life. Whatever state that love life is in, that is what you're talking about. Or like you be talking about the type of people you like to date, things like that. All right, so what other energy should you be in here, Virgos? We're going to figure out what the rebellious part is too. Okay, knowledge. All right, what do you have information about? So you already know better, so do better. But what do you have knowledge about? What do you already know to do? Self-esteem, change, and healing. Okay, so I don't know if this is within you, but Sagittarius had that where they knew to start trusting themselves. So if you're dealing with the same thing, you know to change that about yourself. What is rebellion here? What do people normally do in your scenario? Typically, rebellion can come with self-esteem because you'll feel left out. All right. Oh, okay. There's instincts. So I feel like this is a Sag coming out in your reading possibly, but we'll see. But if this is your own intuition, what are you doing that's slightly different with rebellion here? Okay, resistance and then peace. So what is intuition telling us to do? Oh, the strength. Okay, Leo. Okay. So that Leo reading. Okay. These are chain reactions. Okay, so a Sag may inherently know something about somebody. They know that somebody's repeating a cycle, or they know that somebody had the ability to take a chance and they did not take that chance. I feel like a Sag is either like they're resisting not saying anything about it. I feel like they're not talking about it. But I don't know what that has to do with you yet. So we'll see. Let's get the tarot. So this person, it's a Sag. They're like, wait, that's off, or that's a little off, or like, you know, Leo, you had the opportunity to do this, that, and the third, or, and I don't know how that trickles down to you. All right, so let's see. Maybe you have Leo placements or something like that. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. All right, so there's a Ten of Wands. That's the Sag. They know they have to do something on their own. All right, Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and that outweighs repeating a repetitive cycle. All right, doing something over and over again. So literally, so you got the Ten of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. So the Sag knows that they have to handle something all on their own. They know that already, right? That's going to outweigh the repetitive pattern. All right, so they're changing it. There's an opportunity, King of Wands, so there's a truth, the Sun, and then the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like, too, that's making somebody's opportunity grow faster or get more growth here. But I'm not sure what you have to do with that. It's almost like your reading's about a Leo and a Sag. All right, what's your energy down to these 8 cards, Virgo? Okay, versatility. So maybe that's why you already are in the Empress energy, or you already kind of, you already learned that lesson. You're like, okay, I'm just going to have to trust myself. I have to do this on my own. So you kind of figured out, okay, I'm going to do this idea, and you went ahead with it. So, okay, and then you have, excuse me, and then you have respect and guidance. So I feel like people could listen to you. You could also be the person that a Leo needs to listen to. All right, maybe that's why it's a chain reaction. So you could be trying to teach a Leo something. Yeah, there's power. So maybe you're the person that has to, if you know a Leo, you may need to watch the Leo reading. They have to get like advice from you or listen to you. All right. Okay, what is this outweigh? What is this right here? And then we'll see what the Sun is. So yeah, somebody knows that this outweighs like a relationship with another person, or partnering up with another person, or listening to other people. So that's kind of confirmation of the Sag reading. Yeah, there's their opportunity. All right, so what's the Sun card here? Okay, there's the Leo. Yeah, so power and confidence. So now the Leo is more confident. So I don't know if you're like listening to, I don't know if a Leo's getting advice from you or whatever, but their energy is engulfed here. Let's see what you're doing out of love here, because that was your energy. What are you doing out of love, Virgos? Okay, you've got mood and emotion. So I feel like you're going to tell somebody like, look, you're doing this out of emotions, or You know, you got to kind of chill, something like that. I feel like that's what the chain reaction is. You know what else too? Mystery, I realize that card is questioning yourself. So I feel like you could be telling somebody like, you know, you're only questioning yourself because of this, that, and the third. You know, when you're clear-headed, you're not going to question yourself. So in this case, what could be triggering emotions here? And then we'll see the outcome for you, Virgos. Okay, that's why this is, okay, that's why this is connected. You got angel fight. So at first they were distracted, but there's the change, and then they block out something that's controlling them, dominance. Yeah, that's controlling a mindset. So a Sagittarius realize that they're like, okay, I'm going to control this mindset. I'm not going to, you know, listen to other people. That might trigger somebody else. It's like something, it's too many people in your reading, like too many other energies. What's going on that's triggering emotions here? You said hopefully it's not a pregnancy. Y'all better go check. Go on and check, child. All right, what's triggering emotions here? Go get y'all a test, please. Okay, the Ace of Cups, the World. All right, so this could be just the first time somebody has to do something different. They have the Justice and the Hangman. What came to an end here? I don't know if that's you or, you know. Yeah, leadership. All right, what's the new phase? Maybe this is the first time somebody doesn't have anybody that they can actually listen to. But I feel like your reading is more so like the Sag fixing a situation. I don't know if they're dealing with a Leo. This is, okay, this is the Leo. What's going, yeah. Literally, superstition and respect. So this is the first time a Leo is worried, and I don't know what that has to do. I have no idea. I do, but it's like I'm trying to figure out how you fit in it. So I feel like you might have to speak out or let somebody know. Because I feel like if the issue was intuition, right? Say a Sag was involved and they were trying to be peaceful or nice or calm or teach somebody. Maybe the Leo did not listen to this individual and now you have to tell them or explain it to them. I feel like, too, the chain reaction is because somebody did not listen to the Sagittarius. That's what makes them question themselves. So it's like when they're right or they're telling somebody something, that individual doesn't listen. It's like, okay, maybe I don't know. Or like I feel like they could have been, it could be a situation where they're right about something, they got in trouble for being right. That happens a lot, depending on what the scenario was. Like they could have been correct and maybe even spoke out on something and, you know, that triggered a reaction. But yeah, this Leo is very stressed. Y'all need to let me know what relation y'all have to Leo energy. Maybe you have a Leo moon or rising. But see, you're already in the Empress energy, so you've already learned this lesson. You're incorporating something where you don't have to follow somebody else's lead. Okay, what's the outcome here? We got style, innovation, defiance, and self-esteem. Yeah, I said that the Cancer is the one that's telling a Leo, or because we're able to, this is able to be created in our own way. I feel like that's going to bother someone else. Let's see, it be drama. What's the outcome here? Yeah, the Tower, 2 of Wands, 4 of Wands. This is definitely going to have like a shakeup. Like somebody's perspective is going to change. All right, they may be watching you create something here and do something for yourself. Okay, so I feel like Leo is going to be all over the place. The Leo, you know, would never listen to anyone. Yeah, I worked for a Leo and he was fucking terrible. Oh my God, he was terrible. Sorry, Leos, it's no shade. It's no shade to y'all. It's no shade to y'all. All right, so Leos might run the place now, I guess. But yeah, Virgos, y'all are good. So Sorry that they came out in your situation. Oh, hey, Aisha, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, Virgos. You said it was shade. No, I don't shade. I say what it is, baby. I don't need a shade. All right, so we did Sag, Leo, Virgo. If y'all are just now joining on TikTok, this is up on YouTube. It's going to be time stamped. And we're about to do Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries. Okay, Capricorns. Okay, let's see. You said Aries. See, you get mad, Vince. Why you get mad, baby? You're not the only Leo in the world. You said Cancer. Let me see. I got Cancer on the list and I got Aries on the list. You see how the Leos act? You're not even the Leo that be on here all the time. It's another Leo that's on here all the time. And she ain't fussing. She's okay. Calm down. Calm down. All right, Capricorn. Let's see. What's the energy surrounding Capricorn? You said Pisces. Let me write Pisces real quick. Pisces is going to be a while for Pisces, just to let you know. We do have Taurus. All right, Capricorns. Let's see. What's the energy surrounding my Capricorns? Energy surrounding the Capricorns. Okay, inspiration. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Okay, but literally we can be inspiring people, inspiring groups of people. Aquarius energy rules groups of people, all right? But in this case, we're going to figure out what the inspiration is. So what's the inspiration here? Okay, this is an Aquarius. And I say that because connectivity is the 8 of Swords, so that's Aquarius energy. So there's a trapped mindset. There's a mindset about something. We always view it this way. It could be a closed-minded mindset where we aren't able to see things in a different light. And what is that inspiring? Hopefully it's not inspiring you to do this, but we'll make sure. But what is that inspiring here? Someone to do? Interesting. Guidance. So I feel like in this case, somebody is listening, but that's because they feel like they have to. This is a case where like, okay, I can't figure it out. I can't find a solution, so I have to listen to someone else. What role do you play here, Capricorns? Okay, so you're hustle. So you're making money or you're spending money. Oh. You're the issue, and you could be the issue in the Leo reading for some of you, because I get Leo and Capricorn together a lot. You might be the result of like somebody's watching you and they're like, damn, I should have worked with Capricorn. That may be you in that reading. All right, but you're receiving, you're abundant. If you're wondering, you are abundant. All right, hustle means you have the ability to make the money, or you have support. All right, or you have the resources. Okay, what other energy should you be in here, Capricorns? Let's see. Okay, so your inspiration now. So let's see what so this person, it's like a person is already inspired by something else or a trap mindset. I feel like your goal or your energy, you're going to have to inspire somebody to do something different. All right, so what are you going to inspire someone to do? Again, there could be a lot of people involved. Like you may have a lot of support or a lot of people around you. All right, so what are you going to inspire somebody to do here? Okay, potential. Maybe to see their own potential. What does something have the potential to grow into? Okay, order. So we're able to get something more organized. If somebody actually takes the time and researches and plans it, they'll be able to do it. This could also be literally somebody is good at planning. It could be like an event planner, financial planner, anything like that. Maybe you could know somebody like that. All right, so what does somebody need to consider first here with order? And I'm going to get the tarot. I want to see what they're also guided to do, because they're guided by a trap mindset. All right, power. What is this person originally guided to do? Dominance. Okay, control. Dominate what? Power. Okay, so the difference between power and dominance, I feel like this is an internal energy, right? Somebody already has a power within themselves to do something. They may think they, excuse me, they may think they have to dominate or control people around them. What does somebody think they have to dominate? It's like somebody is so focused on controlling everything that's going on outside of them, or controlling external forces, when in reality something is already within them, or they have the power to do something on their own without worrying. Like something's less about other people, right, than it is themselves. So what are they guided to dominate or control here? Yeah, luck. They feel like they have to control somebody else's fortune, or how something is going for someone else. All right. Ah, my hair. All right, let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Sorry, y'all. They stuck, so I wanted to shuffle. All right. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Y'all see how that looked? Come out crazy. Okay. So the Knight of Swords, justice. It could be a Libra involved. All right. And then the 7 of Wands. Literally, I feel like somebody is they're over here worried about somebody else, or they're attacking someone else. That's going to cause a blockage. The 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's causing a block. All right, 9 of Cups, 10 of Wands, a Hermit. There's the Virgo and Sagittarius. And then there's the 4 of Cups. What are we focused on over here? Let me move that. Yeah, the 2 of Pentacles, a Chariot. Yeah, somebody is so focused on the fact that a Cancer received something. There's the Leo again. Literally. It's like they're so mad that somebody is so upset. It's like they're attacking somebody. Like, why are you giving them that? What is happening? And then there's the Wheel of Fortune. So like their fortune or their goal is behind them. Okay. All right, guys. So basically, thank you. The necklace is in my TikTok shop, by the way. But it's like somebody is so upset that someone else is receiving an opportunity. And it's actually causing them to block out. Yeah. So if you're dealing with these signs, right, it really doesn't matter who you're dealing with. But Capricorn, you received something, or you gave something to a Cancer. It's like you were working with a Cancer or a Virgo, possibly, because they're coming out as well. That Leo is mad about that. If these are not the zodiac signs, like, let's say it like this, right? You put energy in something, it was moving forward. You're like, okay, I'm going to put energy and effort into this. I'm going to build this. I'm going to move forward with this. There's an individual who something was always working for them. It was always going that way. They didn't have to change anything. Maybe they were always receiving something from you. I'm also getting Leo just rules the self. It rules the ego. So I feel like somebody's ego was not able to be fed here. And in that scenario, it's like they're so focused on that, or they're attacking that they're turning their back on the other opportunities or the other time, things like that they have. I want to also point this out too. I know y'all are watching for like spiritual reasons. Do not, and I'm going to say this because I pulled the dominance card. You don't have to just be mindful of how you're manifesting things. Sometimes manifestation comes from you doing research and taking advantage of the opportunities in your world, right? Because you can look at people who have never done any candle work, any hoodoo, anything like that, and they're millionaires or they're rich or they've successfully completed a task. And that's because they believe that power was in them and they took advantage of those resources around them. So I feel like that's what you guys may need to hear as well, Capricorn. All right, somebody needs to know, like, no, you're abundant. You can do this. Here's the resources. Go look this up. Go research this. Things like that. But like somebody is so like, okay, so what is blocked out here with the Seven of Wands? Oh, a perspective. So somebody's not even able to see something. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. Somebody's not even able to see something clearly. What is our closed perspective about here? It's like somebody's almost like all they think about is like so-and-so got this and not me. So-and-so got this and not me. Like I feel like that's somebody's mindset or something. Or those type of people, they get that. I don't get that. And you can use this in any way. It doesn't even have to be people that they know. It could be like, oh man, like I see so-and-so, why they got that and I don't, or something. All right, so a trap perspective on what? We got defiance, so breaking some sort of rules or like maybe even get back. Maybe somebody has get back here. Yeah, style card. I feel like this could be somebody's like, there's, okay, so you got the style and spirituality. So somebody's spiritual belief system, this could be like them having faith in themselves, believing in themselves or something like that. And it's like somebody hates that so much. What the fuck? What is this person's belief system? Let me see. What does that say? Oh, that's something else. I don't know what that was. All right, let's see. So what is this person's belief system? It's like, why do they receive that? And I don't know. This looks crazy. All right. Okay, yeah, they got leadership, personality. I feel like they already, like, this is the type of person they already believe in themselves regardless. Okay. What's your energy down here in these cards currently? We know your hustle. So what's your energy down here in these cards? Okay, vision. Yeah, what are you able to observe? I don't know if you're looking at this from the outside looking in, but you're not the trap perspective. Your mind is open. I feel like you're dealing with another person who's closed-minded, so it's not you. All right, what else are you able to see or observe here, Capricorns? Okay, you got love, sexuality, defense, and then one. Oh, that's what's blocking the vision. Love, sexuality. So so somebody's relationship blocks their mindset. This could also be like a gender thing. Like maybe somebody's a type where, oh, I only listen to women, I only listen to men, or I only listen to my wife, my husband, or I only listen to my parent, or it's something like that. That is what you can see that though. You're like, wait, you don't understand that, or you don't see that because you're in love or you're loving someone, or like you're being romanced. So you're able to see it because you could be more money minded or more business minded. That's typically a Capricorn thing. If this was you in the past, like say you couldn't see it before, that's what was blocking your vision. You wanted like a relationship. It's like you can see you can see why somebody is in a trap mindset. I can see why you can't see. I can understand why you don't get it or why you don't understand what's going on. All right, so you're probably going to have to inspire somebody to open up their mindset here. Who does this pertain to around you? The signs that are out could be Virgo, Leo, or Cancer maybe. But who does this pertain to around you? Okay, a Libra. Oh, yeah. Libra did come out. All right, so it could be a Libra. I feel like a Libra-Leo combination. Okay. All right, what's the outcome here for you? You said you're with an Aquarius. Resistance and humor. Defense and truth. All right, so somebody might get defensive because of that, but you can see, like, literally you can see what's going on. If you're in a stage, I will say this too, if you're in a stage of your life where like your perspective is changing and shifting, that could have been your previous tribe mindset was because of a relationship, or you're in a relationship with somebody. Maybe you were just taking their word for it. I'm also getting to, because I'm going to say this with the spirituality part. If you went into spirituality like with the intent of, okay, like the most common questions I get are love. That's the most common. People don't even ask about anything else. They don't care about no career. They don't want to get their money up. They don't care about no spiritual path. They not asking about the ancestors. The number one question I get is, does he miss me, or is he going to call me? So if that's an energy that you used to be in, I feel like you're going to have to maybe like pull somebody out of that. And this could be any religious belief system. And I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole on that because it could take forever. Like, but if that's the scenario, like, because I feel like the issue is if there's a Cancer and their spirituality is different and they don't see it that way and they're not moving that way, somebody could be upset about that. Like a Cancer kind of represents like more self-love to me. Cancer, and not in a selfish manner, but they may look at their spiritual path as like separate, or something like that. You say you used to do tarot and all they ask about is love. It's nothing wrong with wanting a love reading though, but it's like, it's what I want people to understand with spirituality and love is everybody has their own path. All right, you do not have a twin flame. You do not have a designated soulmate. You just don't. That's just not. And you can argue it with me. That's fine. That's my belief system. That's just me. But the reason I always encourage people, especially the women, like every relationship teaches us that. Thank you. I mean, every religion teaches us that. Thank you for the gift. Literally every religion has women thinking that we have to act a certain way, be a certain way, or we won't get married, or we won't have this. And then when tarot blew up on like YouTube and stuff, they infiltrated that. Oh, twin flames, and you're repelling your soulmate. You're repelling your twin flame by not acting like this, that, and the third. So that could be a conversation you're having with somebody. Maybe it's just because I feel like too, the root of that reading, it looks like somebody is receiving things and they don't understand why somebody that doesn't believe in the same thing as them is receiving more, or like receiving the same opportunities. Thank you. So I feel like that's what's going on. I feel like I was ranting a little bit. I know I went kind of all over the place with that one, but yeah. So that is your reading, Capricorns. And there's been, it's women go through that though. I think women's issue is we don't listen to other women. We don't listen to older women. We think that they're bitter or something like that. So that's the issue. If we would listen to older women, we wouldn't be in these situations. But we don't listen. We don't listen. So, we don't listen to women that's the same age as us, quite frankly. Women don't even listen to their friends. They'll stop being friends with somebody. Over a nigga. All right. Let's see. What's next? Scorpio. Oh, these are general, y'all. If you're just now joining, we're doing it general, and we're doing it in the order of which people drop their signs in the chat. So that's kind of why we're going out of order. But if you do want personal readings, y'all can subscribe to the WAP page. And you can also cancel the subscription at any time once you get your reading. You don't have to keep it. So you can get a reading, a 30-minute video for $22. And then you can do 2 readings a month for $66. And so on and so forth. There are others. Do we have Aquarius? So Aquarius is the last one. Nobody said Aquarius yet. So this is going to be timestamped on my YouTube. If you guys cannot stay and watch the whole thing, it will be up on my YouTube. All right. So far we did Sag, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn. And now we're going to do Scorpio, then Cancer, Aries, Gemini, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Aquarius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yeah, we got all the signs now. So Aquarius will be the last one. We already did Sag. Sag was first. You can go back to 6 minutes on there. All right, Scorpios. All right, what is the most important scenario, Scorpios, in your reading? The most important energy in your reading? Ooh, that flew out. I see mystery. I'm not going to keep it, though. Let's see. What's the most important scenario for the Scorpios? Okay, Rebellion is coming out again. So Rebellion came out for Leo as well and for Virgo. So what's the norm in your reading, Scorpios? What's normally going on here? Okay, style. So Cancer energy. All right, moving forward with something, doing something in your own way. All right, what's going on instead here? Could be dealing with a Cancer, but what's going on instead? Okay, defiance. I just said that. I said that somebody's going... So I feel like somebody's going against their path. Somebody's supposed to do something in a specific manner. They have a path laid out for them. Okay. All right, that's kind of like a spiteful energy or something like that. Let's see. What role do you play here, Scorpios? Hey, welcome. Thanks for the follow. What role do you play here, Scorpios? Oh, connectivity. So you may be the one that was leading the individual. We said somebody's being led by a negative mindset or a trap mindset. So you can only see something one way, Scorpio. All right. Or maybe you actually feel trapped or you're stuck somewhere. Okay. All right. Let's see. So what do you, if you feel trapped or stuck in a situation, what are you stuck dealing with? And then if it's a perspective, I want to see what that is too. What are you kind of stuck dealing with, stuck in here? Or you feel stuck, I should say. Okay, mystery. So first of all, you feel like you don't know what's going on or you're stuck in the unknown. I'm also getting to your mindset. Your mindset is that you always have to get a second opinion. You always have to go figure something else out, or you kind of view yourself as always like, I don't want to say always confused, but you always have to go and figure out something from someone else. If it's not that, you feel like you're stuck hiding something, literally, like you have no choice but to hide something. What do you have a trap perspective about here, Scorpio? Mystery. Okay. So I'm going to put this back because we already pulled it. Again, I used 2 decks. So that's why I do that on purpose so we can confirm it. So, all right. What do you feel like is hidden? There's like confusion or you always have to ask other questions. What do you feel like is hidden here? You got superstition and love. So you could be worried about whether or not you're going to find love, or you're worried about whether or not someone loves you. What is your trap perspective here? It's like you just cannot see it another way. All right, how do you view this? And then we'll see what you need to be doing. Oh, you view something as order. You feel like that's how it's supposed to go. So this is the thing, right? You're confusing like... Dang, I know how to say this. I got to put it into words correctly. You're confusing, okay, I need to get a second opinion. I need to research this. I need to listen to this. You're confusing that with planning. You could be over planning. You feel like something like this is organization or this is how it's supposed to go, but that's not how it's supposed to go. I'm also getting to, you feel like confusion comes first. Like you may not even believe in intuition, or you may not believe that, okay, I just have an automatic thought or an automatic gut instinct. You feel like everybody has to get more research, or everybody has to look deeper on something. What energy should you be in here, Scorpios? Okay, courage. Yeah. What do you need the courage to do? I feel like this is like trusting yourself. I want to write this down too, because these same cards came out when I did a personal reading. Okay, so what do you need the courage to do here, Scorpio? Welcome. What do you need the courage to do here? Okay, ambition. You got ambition, love, and attitude. So I don't, if you're worried about love, right? If you're worried about like romance or worried about your family or something like that, you can still work. Like there's something that you can build up on that you're afraid to do. So maybe there's a type of job, a type of career industry that you're afraid of, or you don't think that that's right, or you're like, no, well, so-and-so told me to do this for a living because it makes more money or something like that. But there's something that you want to do. You could also be dealing with a Virgo because they came out as love. All right, let's see. Okay, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. This same card came out first for Sagittarius. All right, so you got the Devil card, the Ace of Swords. There's a new perspective, the Four of Swords, the Two of Cups. Yeah, the Ten of Cups, Knight of Wands. So I feel like it is a Sag. Yeah, it's Sag Capricorn energy because this Capricorn was hustle. All right, and then the Six of Swords. Okay, what is your energy in these 8 cards here? But we see the new perspective, so I feel like a Capricorn has a new perspective here. What's your energy down here in these 8 cards? Okay, mood. So you kind of regret something. You're sad. What is the Capricorn real quick? And then we'll get back to what the loss was. I feel like the reason you're in this mindset is because of a loss. What is the Devil card? You got sexuality. Okay, power. So I just told, literally, Capricorn's reading was about inspiring people to know that they have their own power. So I feel like a Capricorn has that power. They have a new perspective here. Okay. What do you regret? What's the loss here? I feel like, too, let me show you this real quick. If this is something outside of you, it's like you're allowing something else to have power over you and power over your decisions. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there. What do you regret here, Scorpios? You're sad or you regret something? Oh, these are all tied together. I get it. I know why, but so when we were doing that Leo reading, and there was a person that they had a chance to receive something. I don't know if you guys have Leo placements, like a Leo moon, Leo rising. But so the Scorpio is the one that could have been regretting something. But let's see. So what do you regret here, Scorpio? You got spirituality. So it's a belief system and attitude. Yeah, so it's a belief system. This could be a religion. This could be, it could be hoodoo, whatever spiritual belief system it is. You don't like that perspective. And then we mentioned that Cancer's spirituality, somebody didn't like that. Maybe the faith they have in themselves. This could be causing you fear. There could be something that you want to do and you feel ashamed to do it for money or something like that. And I'm not telling anybody to do anything crazy, but I feel like the root of why you're not doing something financially or working is a spiritual belief system. But I feel like for you, you regret You kind of regret the perspective that you had based on a religion. I feel like you believed in something. So what, okay, what did that religious belief, how did you view, I guess, yourself or view this situation? You regret having that belief system because it's based on a religion. Okay, you got self-love. So maybe you think, okay, self-love, defense, and intuition. There could be a perspective where you think that like caring about yourself that blocks your intuition. Yeah, there's instinct and style right there. So this is what we're supposed to do. That's why somebody doesn't like that spiritual energy, because it's following your intuition. You're just kind of going on a path. I feel like your spiritual belief system out of it made you do a selfish act where you blocked out a Cancer. But you felt like you were doing it for good reason, or you felt like it was a religious thing, but you're doing it selfishly or something. How would you view this without like a limiting belief system? Or what would you have done without that limited belief system? Okay, resistance. What would you have resisted? Because let's remember, you were doing self-love and you blocked somebody out, or you blocked out something here. What would you have resisted? You got resistance again. Okay, you would have actually wanted to learn something. Yeah. It looks like you also said something out of pride or ego. So you may feel like because you're more religious than somebody else, you were better. That could be an energy. Um, you know what's a good example? I don't know this person's sign, but I'm going to give you a good example of this because I be watching like the streamers and stuff, and I saw on Streamer University. So there's this one dude, I guess his name is OJ. He called like another dude talking about, oh, you're a demon. Like he told him he was a demon or something like that. Or you're doing stuff that's demonic because he put a wig on. But the dude who told him that had like bubble braids and was wearing a purse. So it's like you're doing something feminine, but you're trying to tell another man that he's being demonic or selling his soul by joking around and putting on a wig, but you're dressed just as feminine. But because of your religious belief systems, you're putting yourself like on a pedestal. And that's just an example. It could be something like that. So yeah, you regret. Okay, but all right, so what energy should we know you should have courage and ambition. I feel like you just have like a really trapped mindset right now, and it has you fearing something. Because you're worried. The worry is about love, or worrying about whether or not you can be kind to people, nice to people, maybe even being generous or going out, being around people. This could also be something too, because I have to give two sides of the coin. Like, don't become so spiritually, centered that you don't enjoy life and things like that. Like, don't become the type of person that's like, oh, I can never go out and that's low vibrational if I'm here and there and blah, blah, blah. Like, you still can enjoy life and things like that. So, all right, what's the outcome for Scorpio here? Yeah, you got dominance, knowledge, mystery again, personality. I mean, there's nothing else you have to figure out. There's nothing, like something's more so within you. All right, so try to remember that as well. But right now, I feel like you're regretting something because somebody has an opportunity. All right, so that was Scorpio. We're going to do Cancer next. Cancer keeps coming out, by the way, too. So Cancer, you might want to watch. The Cancers might want to watch the Scorpio reading because your energy did come out there. You may have Scorpio placements. All right, Cancers. Let's see. What is the scenario here, Cancers? What's the most important scenario for my Cancers? Okay, sexuality. So it could be literal sex, the masculine and feminine. This could also be a Gemini. This is my Gemini card, but like partnering up with somebody. All right, what role do you play here, Cancers? The Strength card. Okay, so you're with the, yeah, strength, emotions, angel, potential, and strength. Okay, so somebody, okay, Leo, if you're still watching, you may not like this reading or something. Because the Cancer came out in that Leo reading. Okay. Let's see. What energy should you be in, Cancers? What energy should you be in? And then we're gonna clarify it. What energy should you be in, Cancers? Okay, love. What are you gonna do out of love here for someone? Okay, innovation. Interesting. Okay, luck. I feel like you're going to be able to create an opportunity or help somebody here, or you're going to be able to make something go in somebody else's way. Okay? You're going to be able to make something go somebody else's way. You're going to be able to create a opportunity for someone. Also, with love, that you being surrounded by people or working with people, that is going to create you a better opportunity. So make sure you're networking and things like that. All right, so let's see what comes out in your reading. What? You said, I'm the reason you're going to fail your exams. You failing because you failing. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not in school. All right, let's see. I ain't got nothing to do with that. All right, Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Somebody, literally, I'm seeing somebody's like, why do you keep doing that? Why does that keep happening? Why do I keep doing that? All right, Page of Pentacles. The Temperance just came out, the Empress. So this is Sag and Virgo right here. Sag was being themselves, taking the time to teach somebody, help somebody. The Virgo was coming out as Empress, where they were already in themselves and coming into their own, creating something here. So you could be dealing with those signs. Okay, there's a High Priestess. There's intuition. And then the Seven of Swords. So basically we are, okay, wow. If this is one person, they already know what to do. They already see something coming, all right? They're going to be able to create something. Oh, you said because I'm so beautiful. Okay, well, that's not smart. I appreciate the compliment, but go study. Because when you fail, I'll still be beautiful. So, it's like, nah. All right, so let's see. All right, so we know that something's going on here. We can see what's going on. What is the Seven of Cups? Hold on, let me slow down. What's your energy in these 8 cards, Cancer? What is your role in these 8 cards, real quick? Okay, resistance. What are you resisting? Oh, finesse. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. But I feel like you know to do that. It's like, you're not going to let, first of all, if this is somebody else outside of you, you're not going to let somebody trick you. You can already see what's coming. But don't resist like a shortcut. You're able to create a new opportunity, though. What is the Seven of Swords? What is their intended outcome here? Oh, superstition. Oh, and so somebody's trying to embarrass somebody. Somebody is trying to use embarrassment to make somebody feel ashamed. Okay, so somebody's trying to use embarrassment to make somebody feel ashamed or regretful or sad. You're not going to allow that to happen. What's actually going to happen here? It's like, no, I'm not going to allow somebody to make me feel like that. Yeah, change. We got defense and courage. Let's see. So what's changing? What was the scenario before? Now, if it's the Sagittarius, they pulled these cards, but what was the scenario before here? All right, hustle. What is it going to change into? I don't know if there's that Capricorn. Yeah, resistance again in order. I feel like this Capricorn, they were, okay, these are all tied together. There's an individual here that knows they're abundant. They're like, no, I don't need to figure anything else out. The point of something is to make somebody feel ashamed so that they question themselves. That's what's going on. So this individual is like, okay, I have to resist working with that person. I feel like you're not going to allow somebody to trick you or something like that. And I don't, let's see, what does the High Priestess know here? Yeah, healing. So a Sagittarius knows they have to heal something. That's why this energy is coming out. You could be tied together with a Sag. A couple of days ago when I did money and career readings, your energy or your advice was Sagittarius and theirs was yours. So I feel like there's like a interconnection about like following your intuition and moving forward on something. And the reason I say that is Cancer rules like you're a vehicle, right? In the tarot. So you're a vehicle. You're like the transitional phase. A Sagittarius rules travel. So if I was to compare the two, it's like the Sag would be like the journey itself. The Cancer is how you're going to get there. All right. But how are you going to get there? You need to know how to drive. You need your intuition. So that's just a metaphor on how to like kind of build that up. But somebody's intentions is to manipulate. That's what's going on. They're trying to manipulate somebody into feeling ashamed, embarrassed. If you're wondering, I don't think there's anything that you need to be ashamed or embarrassed of. What is somebody trying to make you feel ashamed of, Cancer? Okay, passion. So you have sexuality here. If this does have anything to do with who you're attracted to or something like that. But I feel like if it's not like that, I feel like ashamed of like what you actually desire for yourself or the actions that you're taking. Yeah, see, there's pride. Like you wanna feel proud of yourself. You wanna somebody could be trying to make you feel ashamed of being like your ego. Like you're not supposed to be egotistical. You're supposed to be humble. Things like that. It's like, no, I can be proud of myself. So what do you feel proud of here? I'm also getting to somebody wants you to feel bad about desiring attention. If your advice is love, innovation, and luck, something that you do for a living may require people to support you, whether that's really, you could do that in any job. So if you're at a 9 to 5, it's like, yeah, my staff members, they like working with me. I get attention. They support me because I'm a good supervisor. I'm a good manager. They like me. It's like you desire to be proud of yourself. Somebody's trying to humble you or something. If you had a business or whatever you want to do, you have people there. You have people supporting you. So there's no need for the manipulation here. What is the 7 of Cups real quick? What are we supposed to be questioning or worried about? Or I feel like you're supposed to be questioning yourself. Yeah, versatility. So I just mentioned the Virgo was versatility. They were already on the right path. You got rebellion, ambition. There's hustle again with the Capricorn. So there, it's like abundance, and somebody's supposed to worry about whether or not they're not, what are they supposed to do with that? But let's see what you're going to be able to create for yourself with luck. So what opportunity are you able to create with for yourself, Cancers? Yeah, you got peace and truth. So I feel like you're going to see the truth about not worrying about something. Because I don't think you're worried. Like somebody wants you to worry. Why does somebody need you to be worried and feel ashamed? Yeah, you got power and guidance. So then you would listen to them. Because then it's like, okay, literally, then it causes you to be inspired to focus on something that distracts you. Okay, this is going, if you feel guilty or if you feel ashamed, Cancer, then I can give you this solution and tell you that this makes you feel better. But really the root of something is emotions, and emotions are temporary anyway. Embarrassment is temporary. You're not going to feel embarrassed all the time. You're not going to feel ashamed forever. Like that, those are feelings. They move, they switch. So that is the goal here. I mean, all right, so what's the outcome for you, Cancers? Yeah, humor, courage, dominance, and knowledge. Yeah, so you're fine. I feel like Leo might not like to hear that. I feel like that's because that looks like the other reading. So I don't know if a Leo is cross-watching for Cancer. They may not like to hear that you're getting something good or something like that for yourself. All right, Aries is up next, y'all. Aries is up next. So we already did, if you're watching on TikTok, we did Sag, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer. So now we got Aries, Gemini, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, and Aquarius. All right, y'all. Aries is next. Hopefully the Aries are still here. All right, so what's the energy surrounding the Aries? What's going on, Aries? Oh, hold on. Yeah, sexuality, rebellion, and passion could be a Cancer. All right, what's the energy surrounding the Aries? Most important scenario for the Aries. Okay, spirituality. So we're talking about either religion or voodoo, hoodoo, whatever you believe in. African spirituality. That's the center of any religions. All right, so what role do you play here, Aries? Oh, finesse. Oh, so you're the person in the you're the person in the Cancer reading, or you're trying to do you're okay. If you're finesse, you could be caught. All right, let's see though, because that's my Seven of Swords energy. So what are you intending on having here, or getting, or doing? Okay, so you're trying to change something. Okay, okay, let's figure out what you're trying to change first. What is the current state of a scenario? Or you might want a Scorpio, just depends, but... Oh, all right, somebody's already following their intuition. So you literally were in the Cancer reading for some reason. I got to figure out why the cards do that, because it literally had the Temperance, the Empress, the High Priestess, and then the Seven of Swords. All right, so somebody's intuition is already correct, and you're trying to change that. They already know. Okay, let me see something. Oh, okay, I need to remove. I keep getting text from this club. All right, so what are you trying to change this into? So somebody's already following their intuition. What are you trying to change this into? Versatility, the Empress. What is somebody's intuition telling them to do here? Their intuition is telling them not to trust something. Oh, you're trying to make somebody comfortable, the Empress. Okay. You're trying to make somebody feel comfortable with something. If it's a woman, you're trying to get her to be more feminine or more submissive or something. You're trying to get her to trust something that she doesn't. Okay. What does she not trust? Or or somebody's intuition is telling them that that is not real. I don't have to concern myself with that. That is a superstition. All right, but what don't they trust here? They got rebellion and hustle. Let me see one more. And then luck. They're like, no, I don't. Okay, so if somebody's like, no, I don't want to do that, or I don't want to break that rule, I don't want that opportunity. What energy do you need to be in here, Aries? Okay, luck. However something's already going, there's an opportunity already here, or however something's already going, that's how it's going. Because you want to change, I guess, somebody's intuition, or you want to change. What do you want somebody to be comfortable with versatility? You kind of want somebody to, like, do something different. Yeah, superstition. So somebody's intuition knows not to trust something, but you want them to be comfortable in that anxiety. Maybe you feel like somebody is overthinking something. What? Okay, what are you doing to try to do this? Let's see. You say you can give me all the tea. Okay, what are you doing to try to change this person? Because we got to figure out why it's not working, I guess. I don't know. You're defiant. This is like spiteful, disrespectful. This is like not completely not listening to something or no respect at all, or and that's what's supposed to change somebody. What is this? What are you going against? What is the rule or regulation, or what are you going against? You're going against love. What? And what are you doing instead? Like, if somebody's being loving or nice or kind to you, you're going against that individual that's supposed to make somebody change. Well, that doesn't make sense, Ari. I don't know what that is. That don't even make sense. What are you doing instead? Yeah, we can see it. I feel like you're going against somebody that actually cares about you, and that's supposed to change somebody else. That doesn't make sense. Like, logically, that doesn't make sense. So your advice is luck. What is your luck right now? How is something going? I feel like you have to just stay in this situation or something like that. So how is something going here? Okay, emotions. Maybe you have to control your emotions, or I feel like you're bothered by that. And the root of this is spirituality. So what effect does spirituality have on this? Maybe you're trying to use like some sort of religious belief system to go against somebody's instincts. Like, hey, like we're all supposed to love each other, or like I don't know what you're okay, what effect does spirituality have right here? Yeah, leadership, confidence, courage. Yeah, and respect. Those are complete opposite. Okay. So I feel like there's a religious belief system that's supposed to make somebody feel at peace with, yeah.
I need my charger.
Okay. So this is like a religious belief system that's supposed to give somebody the courage to just be at peace with something, but their intuition is telling them to worry. They know they shouldn't trust something. So right now, emotions, this is what's going on. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the gift. Let's see. All right, chat. Let's see. You say you refuse to be a bird on the ground, not the sky. All right, let's see. The Three of Wands, I'm going to keep it because that's Aries energy. So waiting, observing. Okay, the World. Okay, so something is over. The Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups. You got the Star, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, something is over with the World card, but I do see you trying to restore it with the Star. The Star could be like restoration. I do see too, did I pull? I think I pulled Hustle. This could be a scenario where you are trying to use, and I'm just seeing it like this, but it could be somebody trying to use finances or resources to trigger an emotion. But it's like something has already ended. What is your energy down here in these cards here? Okay, so it's something that you're saying, voice. And what are you bringing up? What are you talking about? You're the one that's talking, or okay. Yes, self-love. So that's the thing. You're going against the loving energy. You're talking about yourself, or you're talking about something that will only benefit yourself. Okay. Okay. Where is the person that you're trying to change? Where's their energy here? And then we're going to see what the World card is. Yeah, resistance. What are they resisting? Vision and style. You do have a Cancer with the Page of Cups. That Cancer, the Cancer reading had the Seven of Swords in it. So I don't know if you're connected with a Cancer, but that was in that reading. It had the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that. They don't, if this is what you're wondering, they do not see how something can move forward here. They don't see how that could move forward with you. What has ended with the World card, Aries? Yeah, courage. Somebody, they don't trust something. If it's a positive thing and you're trying to encourage somebody, they don't trust something at all. They don't. But if their intuition is telling them superstition, that's the hard part. Like, it's like, if it's intuition telling you not to trust something, like, there are certain people that I know I would never go hang around. I would never go out with those people. I would never let this person drive the car. Like, sometimes you aren't supposed to trust something. You are trying to get somebody, like, to, I guess, get more confidence or be more courageous. What is the Star card? You got self-esteem, resilience, and then personality. So let's see, what is the result of this person having courage? What's the result of that for them if they took a leap of faith or whatever? Peace, and then they would be calm or they wouldn't worry. But let's see, we'll clarify it. What is the result for them if they're concerned or like they actually pay attention to this and they're like, no, I don't want to do that? What is the result for them? So you got peace here and you got sexuality there. Let's see. So I feel like maybe you're trying to get somebody to calm down or not overthink. I'm not sure why finesse is not working. It's not working though. Because I feel like when you're doing this with voice and self-love, you're centering yourself versus, like, if I had the inspiration card, I'd be like, okay, you're inspiring that person. Right? But you're going against, like, being loving towards them or maybe even considering them. Like, something's not inspiring. So what's the outcome if they just did what you wanted them to do, I guess? I don't know if they should, but just want to make sure, you know. Oh, yeah, they know it's manipulation. Somebody knows it's the High Priestess and the Magician. So what do they not, what don't they trust here? I don't know if they don't trust you or what. Like, why is it not working? It's like something is missing from you getting somebody on your side. What don't they trust about this with you? Yeah, it's self-love. That's what they know. It's selfish. They know something is selfish. Oh, yeah. They know there's the Chariot. So they know that your own selfish act would outweigh them being able to move forward. All right. Make sure you subscribe. If you want a reading, it's linked in my bio. But yeah, so they know that your selfish acts are going to outweigh their path forward. They know that you're going to put yourself first before what they need to do. So yeah, yeah, so I don't know what else you need to know, but what's the root of them not trusting this? Maybe something occurred before. What's the root of them not trusting a scenario here? Oh, it's actually healing. They're actually fixing an issue. So maybe they used to be too trustworthy. Yeah, I feel like somebody used to be too trustworthy. So they're actually fixing something that they used to repetitively do or trust. Yeah. All right, what's the outcome here for you, Aries? Okay, vision. So what are you able to see now? Yeah, you got passion, leadership, strength again, and then fight. Yeah, this, and then truth. It's like you're going to see like a distraction here. You're going to see that you're being distracted, or like your desires are distracting you. Oh, shit. Yeah, because, yeah, somebody just doesn't trust something. That's all. If this is within yourself, Aries, if you don't trust something, that's okay. Like, try to calm yourself down first, but what are you able to see in the outcome? Yeah, there's passion, the King of Pentacles. There's a Queen of Wands, a Four of Wands. Yeah, like I said, they're not inspired. I don't know if there's a Capricorn inspiring a Sagittarius that you may know, but this was Sagittarius's advice. They're going to go do something or handle something on their own. That's what they're inspired to do. So I feel like, yeah, there's a new perspective. So I feel like you're going to be able to see this. Okay, Aries. All right, so who's next? We got Gemini, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, and Aquarius left. I'm about to take a little... Actually, let me not even write the timestamp yet. Hold on, y'all. Let me take a brief intermission. I've been on here for a while. 1 second. All right, y'all. We're back. We're back. Whew, I'm glad that I already cooked my dinner. Okay, because I'm hungry. I know I be getting hungry. I tried not to overeat before I started, but... All right, Geminis. These are general. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see something real quick. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Ooh. All right, what is this scenario for my Geminis? What's the most important energy for y'all? I'm about to switch phones in a second. Okay, style, Cancer again. So moving forward with something, following your intuition, making sure something is clear. But you could just be dealing with a Cancer. All right, what role do you play here, Gemini? Okay, truth. So you see the truth possibly about a Cancer, all right, or about doing something your own way, but you do see the truth here. All right, so truth about what? If not that Cancer, but truth about what? Okay, so you see the truth about love. All right, this could be love, romance. All right, what is the truth here that you see? Could be family love too. Okay, you've got transition and order. Let me get one more. Oh, and then self-esteem. Interesting. So you feel like love in this scenario, or loving somebody else or putting somebody else before you, it causes insecurities here. So now that you see the truth, what energy should you be in here? Okay, you got potential, fluidity, skill. Let me get one more, and then mystery. So remember to say, you might want to watch the Sag reading. They are your opposite energy. Sagittarius had the energy where they have to learn not to be fluidity anymore, so that they're not confused, right? So you're going to physically see, okay, if I keep experimenting or things like that, that's going to cause me to be confused. That's going to cause me to go into the unknown and figure out other things that I don't need to figure out. It goes into it starts to become an energy where you are not trusting yourself, right? So, and what I mean by that is, if you have a certain set standard for yourself, or you have a certain plan, sometimes when it comes to love or romance, or we start to do things out of love for other people, that's when we start to kind of question ourselves. And it doesn't mean that you can't be loving towards people. It just means that you have to still set a strong boundary where it's like, okay, I got to make sure that I'm good, or like something is an equal exchange. Excuse me. All right, so that's what you're going to see here. I'm also getting two, I don't know if you're dealing with Sag, Scorpios, but let's get the tarot here. So you are going to see the truth about this. All right. Oh, there's Scorpio right there. Something also looks like, I hate to say it like this, but I feel like somebody's purposely being nice, loving, and then the intention is to make somebody feel insecure from that. That's what it transitions into, because now I'm being nice to you, or I'm being loving to you, so now I can start to criticize you or something like that. Something weird. All right. Thank you for the rose. All right, so we got the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles. So this person's doing something on their own, and then there's elements that are left. There's a Scorpio again. All right, so there's a Scorpio. There's the Empress. So it could be a Scorpio and a Virgo, or a Scorpio got a Virgo pregnant, or possibly a Scorpio is pregnant. All right, the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. We got Justice, and then the Strength. So this is, okay, you're going to realize what causes a repetitive cycle, or what possibly causes an addiction. You're going to see this. If there's like a Scorpio around you and they're pregnant or something, that's the issue. Or like this Scorpio and this Virgo are not supposed to be dating. They're dating when they're not supposed to, or something like that. That's the issue. Let's see. This Scorpio and this Virgo are not actually supposed to be together, or they're not supposed to be having sex together, or something like that. All right, so what's your energy down here in these 8 cards? Something's going to cause a repetitive cycle. Oh, you're the, okay, so this is why you're going to see the truth about love. What are you doing out of love here then, Gemini? So this might be a wake-up call type of reading, or a wake-up call scenario. Because what's interesting in these 8 cards, Gemini, I feel like this is you, because you're the twins. So I feel like you're kind of losing yourself, or you're doing something out of love for everybody else. The signs that are out, you got Scorpio, Virgo, Libra, Leo. Those are all of the elements too. That's water, earth, air, fire. So literally like a change in these emotions that causes somebody to do the same repetitive actions over and over again. or leading with emotions, leading out of love, that's causing somebody or causing you to do something repetitively over and over again. Yeah.
Mommy, there was somebody screaming outside.
Oh, I didn't hear it. I don't know.
It was a man screaming.
A man?
Yeah.
What, like arguing, fighting?
No, just like flat out yelling.
Okay, well, stay in here. Don't be... You okay? I didn't hear it, so hopefully... All right, so let's see. What are you doing out of love here, Geminis? Let's see. What are you doing out of love? Okay, there's inspiration. So that's interesting. If we go back to the to the Aries reading, I said that Aries was not able to inspire an individual. I feel like you are inspiring somebody. Okay, or you're trying to be nice to them. Okay, so what are you inspiring someone to do here? Or you're doing something out of love for an Aquarius, possibly. Okay, there's hustle, dominance, and in order. So I feel like if these are people you are out of love, you're inspiring like a Capricorn. I feel like there's too many people in your reading again. But you are inspiring somebody to make money, do well. So I feel like you're going to see the truth about the effect that you have on people, or the effect that you have on somebody by being loving and romantic. But it's still, okay, but there's still an element where it's going against you, because now you have love, transition, order, and self-esteem. So then you start to change. So what starts to trigger you? It's like at first you're being nice and kind and you're able to inspire somebody. So this could be like an energy where you're able to inspire other people, but not like take it for yourself. You know, we all kind of go into those scenarios where you're able to get somebody like, hey, this would be a really good idea. You should do blah, blah, blah. But you may not feel the same way. So what's the result of love for you? Because you can see the truth about what you're doing and how that affects you. Yeah, change. I feel like it literally changes you. So what do you do beforehand, or how's your energy beforehand? And then we're going to see what it changes into. Yeah, confidence. So at first you're more confident, or you're more independent. You know what, too? If we're talking about like what you have, you may start out with like, I have all these resources and I'm doing really well for myself, but you kind of like maybe dim your light or lower your standards, or like you're willing to go from like living in this is a metaphor, but like say you go from like living in a mansion, like a 4-bedroom house or some shit, and you go and live in squalor out of love or something. It's something like that. But let's see what this changes into. What does it change into? That's why the death card is there. You got leadership and then luck. I feel like you end up giving people opportunities. So just it's like you're sharing another opportunity with somebody else. So just make sure that you're doing the same thing for yourself. What's the 7 of Wands? What gets blocked out here? Okay, that's the Scorpio connectivity. All right, and then they got courage, but then they got connectivity again. That's what I was saying about the opportunity, or about something being repetitive. It's like you're trying to get a Scorpio out of that mindset, or you're trying to get somebody out of a trap mindset. But they kind of go right back to it. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Geminis? Yeah, fight. Now you need to see the truth about fighting, okay? So, all right. So what's the truth about having a conflict or a fight, or like standing up for yourself? Yeah, ambition, innovate. So now somebody can manipulate you. Literally, I feel like somebody's repetitively manipulating you or something like that. Be careful about that. It could be a Virgo. Let's see. What is the truth about fight for you? I feel like this basically, I feel like you need to, you know what, too? If you're leading somebody to an opportunity, maybe It's okay to compete sometimes. It just depends on what your scenario is. It depends on who you're fighting with or competing with. All right. So it's not, you know, I mean, you inspire people. You're helpful. You know, I feel like you inspire somebody to take control over their own stuff, take control over their own opportunities. So you're not, it's not like you're bad, but, you know. All right. What's the truth about fight here? Let's get 4 cards for that. And then we're going to do Taurus. Yeah, and there's the High Priestess. Yeah, the 4 of Cups, 10 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I guess, you know, a little conflict is, you know, necessary. These are general by zodiac sign. All right, what's the outcome for you, Geminis? You got angel, emotions, and luck. So just, you know, manage your emotions here. What opportunity do you have for yourself? Voice, pride. Okay, there's your intuition, though. So don't, intuition and knowledge. What is your intuition telling you to do? Because that's the main thing. We want you to follow your own intuition. What is your intuition telling you to do? Because it looks like you're going to say something where you might ignore your own intuition. But what is your intuition telling you to do here, Geminis? Yeah, power. Yeah, power, respect. Yeah. And I picked up love again. And like I said, these are 2 decks. So it does have fight. But I feel like you need to kind of defend yourself or stand up for yourself. I'm also getting 2, if you have the power to inspire other people to do stuff, I feel like that's what you're going to see, the truth about like how you're inspiring someone else. All right. So make sure you're, you know, doing that same thing for yourself. You're able to give that energy to another person. You definitely can give it to yourself. All right. Okay. Taurus is next. So we got Taurus, Libra, Pisces, and Aquarius. Hold on, I gotta switch phones so that I can charge this TikTok phone. Hold on, guys. Oh. Hold on. Put y'all right there. Okay. Hold, wait a second. Okay, there we go. All right, hopefully y'all can, let me, because I don't want to put this on the computer, but then I won't. Okay, there we go. All right, hopefully that doesn't fall. Okay, we'll see. If it falls, my bad. All right, Tauruses. All right, so what is the most important scenario for the Tauruses? Let's see, what's the most important scenario for the Tauruses? Okay, sexuality could be a Gemini energy, but Cancer also pulled that. So, you know, your own sensuality, sexuality, the opposite sex, things like that. All right, what role do you play here, Taurus? Okay, change. So you're causing some sort of shift or change, or you are changing. What was the scenario before? Yes, this is 18 plus, I would say. I do have that restriction on here. All right, so what was the situation before, Taurus? Okay, love. Now, that might be the Gemini. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, you could be the reason why they see the truth about love. Somebody's being romantic, nice, kind, generous. All right, what does this change into? Or this could be you. Maybe you were doing that. What does this turn into here? Ooh. Okay, ambition. Yeah. So if it's you, I feel like, you used to focus on your relationship or something like that. Now you're focused on your career. If it's not you, you were the catalyst for that change. All right. What energy should you be in here, Taurus? Okay, guidance. All right. So be open to listening here. So, okay, who's guiding you in this scenario? Somebody might give you advice. Oh, okay. Wow. Power. All right. I forget who. I'm pretty sure I pulled it earlier. I don't know who. All right. So somebody's being very strict or very like, they could be being very professional. All right. What are they telling you to do here, Taurus? So somebody's like very straight to the point. Okay, truth. So whatever advice somebody's giving you about yourself, it is right. I feel like if you're dealing with a Gemini, this is why somebody's not going to be as loving possibly, and they're going to be more professional or work more. Okay. I'm also getting like, if this is within you, right? Like, say this doesn't affect somebody else and you're just like, you know what, I'm going to focus on my career now. Listen to the own power within yourself, right? So like all that time and energy and effort that you may have put into a love relationship, think about, I guess, where your career would be if you would have focused on, working or something like that. So let's see. Ooh. Got the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Wands, so I'll put those back, but okay, the Death card. All right, so that's Scorpio coming out. Okay, change, but you're changed here, so you changed it. Yeah, the Empress, the 9 of Swords. So it's a Scorpio Virgo is worried, or a Scorpio and a Virgo is worried about a Capricorn. Okay, the Hangman, 2 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and then the Page of Wands. All right, let's see. What's your energy in these 8 cards here? We got to figure out what so now you're nervous. What are you worried about, Taurus? You're afraid or you're nervous? So you changed something and now you're nervous. Or you're the catalyst for a change, but now you're worried about it. I don't know if there's any Taurus women, if you're worried about pregnancy, just because the Death card, the Empress is here. What are you nervous or worried about? Okay, you're worried about being blocked or something not working. What might be blocked out here? Oh, hustle, that Capricorn. Yeah, you're worried about a Capricorn, or you feel like you're like, oh, this is going to block out my money. I'm not going to get paid. Or you're worried about having to block out a Capricorn or stopping, like you're trying to stop somebody from getting paid or something. Or you're trying to stop somebody from knowing about some money. Why are you worried? What are you trying to do, Taurus? What are you trying to have for yourself? Okay, intuition. You want to be more intuitive, or you want to be able to follow your own gut. What could be blocking your intuition right now? You're like, I feel like you're just like, I don't know what to do, or you're really nervous. That's okay. All right, so what could be blocking your intuition right now? Possibly a Virgo. Virgo came out as personality. Okay, yeah, innovation. Somebody is acting. Somebody's acting a certain way. What is your intuition telling you to do? if you're pregnant or somebody's pregnant or something, or like motherhood, I feel like you're worried that that's going to block your opportunities, block some money. And what's blocking your intuition is somebody is acting different or putting on like an act or something like that. But what is your intuition telling you to do here, Taurus? Oh, you got pride and order. What do you have too much? If you're, okay, so if you're wondering if you're making a good decision, you would be proud of it. You would feel comfortable. But what do you need to do out of pride or ego? You need to feel prideful. Who is this again, Taurus? That Leo is coming back out. There's transition and focus. What does somebody want you to see the truth about? I feel like you need to hear this because your intuition is blocked because somebody's manipulating something or manipulating a scenario. What do you need to see the truth about here? Because somebody's telling you and you really need to listen to it. But truth about what? Oh, courage. Okay. So maybe you're just afraid. Because if you were not supposed to trust something, it would say, what is your intuition telling you to do? And it would be superstition. You're supposed to worry, but you're not supposed to be worried. What do you need the courage to do here, Taurus? Be yourself. Oh, so maybe that's what's blocking your intuition. You're acting like somebody else, or you need to like set a certain standard here. Yeah, put yourself first. You're the respect card, so you need the courage to put yourself first. You're putting like, if these are people, you're putting a Scorpio, Virgo before you. Like you're putting other people before you. Literally the courage to put yourself first, or the courage to plan something. So if you're worried, like say you're also worried about like a plan not working, you're able to organize something. You're actually able to organize it yourself. Okay, so that could be what somebody's telling you, like, yeah, the reason that something's not working is because you're afraid. What are you afraid is going to happen? Like, what do you think is going to happen to you? Maybe you think you're going to get hurt, or like something bad will happen. Okay, you could be afraid that you're listening to the wrong person, or that you're going to get misguided. But in this case, I feel like somebody is trying to instill courage in you. Because what do you think somebody's going to guide you to do? You're like, nah, I don't know if I should listen. I don't know. Or you got spirituality, emotions, and luck. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you think somebody's going to use religion or a spiritual belief system to like manipulate you or something like that. But something else is manipulating you. What else is manipulating you here with innovation? And I'm going to see how it's like triggering you. There's respect again. Yeah, angel emotions. You might have a Sag placement. The Sag reading was about trusting themselves. So let's see. Yeah, I feel like you might be overthinking something. Like, what do you think is going to happen to you? That's why I'm not real. Okay, yeah, this is what your intuition is telling you to do, though, is pride. Maybe you feel like you're being egotistical. Maybe you don't want people to see you or watch you. I feel like literally I'm seeing you like attention. The Six of Wands, Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Like you're like, no, I feel like I'm being too prideful if I'm courageous, or like it could happen to anybody, and things can happen to anybody. But I feel like in this scenario, I don't think there's anything for you to be worried about, because it would have said it. Maybe you're worried about the attention. Maybe you don't want the attention on you. Depending on what's going on. All right, what's the outcome here for you, Tauruses? And then we got Libra, Pisces, Aquarius. Yeah, power. They're telling you. All right. Because you know what, too? I feel like you already created something and maybe you're worried that, that it is sustainable. All right. Libra. Where's the timestamp? I'm looking everywhere. All right, Libra. If y'all watching me on TikTok, y'all, I am up on YouTube as well. Check out the TikTok store if y'all want to read your own cards. All right, got the Rider-Waite deck in there. I have a lot of stuff in my shop, actually. Shout out to Spain on YouTube. Okay, got Spain in the house. All right. All right, Libras. What's the most important scenario surrounding the Libras? Hi, thank you for the likes and the follows, y'all. All right, so dominance. All right, so what's the dominant energy here in this case for the Libras? What's the dominant energy? Okay, confidence. This was Gemini. I think Gemini came out in this energy. That was how they felt before, like being in love or something like that. But literally confidence, having your own resources or believing in yourself. If we're talking about like a comparison, whoever I guess is dressed better, cares more about their appearance, things like that. All right, what is that going to dominate here? Okay, yeah, mystery. So literally confidence in yourself. I'm just gonna make this about you. Or it could be somebody else around you, but literally confidence in yourself is gonna have dominance over confusion. There's nothing that you need to figure out because you believe in yourself or you believe you have all the resources. You're not gonna question yourself. All right. So, you know, you don't need to second guess or you don't need a second opinion. So when I get confidence, that to me with the Nine of Pentacles is like, okay, you know, I got a car, I can go drive and do a job like that, or I can make it to work, or, you know, I already have something built up. I have these resources, you know, whatever you already have, or I have a great idea. I have a plan. I already did the research. Don't second guess yourself. Okay, there's connectivity. So this was the energy for Scorpio. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, this energy has dominance over a Scorpio. All right, over that energy. Sorry, y'all. It's because my daughter said somebody was yelling. I hear some noise. Trying to make sure ain't nobody doing nothing crazy. All right, let's see. All right, so yeah, confidence is going to dominate me. Yes.
Mommy, there was just a lot of thudding.
I heard it too. It's okay, baby. You want to come in here? You can sit in here. I'm almost done. Come on, sit right there. All right, so let's see. You okay? It's broad daylight, so they ain't going to mess with us. They fighting each other. All right, let's see. All right, Libra. So confidence has dominance over confusion. All right. All right. So what's your role here, Libra? What role do you play in this scenario? So we don't need to second guess anything. Okay. So you're transition. So you're moving on, or your mindset is changing. You're starting from one place, moving to the other physically. But what is your starting point, Libras? Okay, passion. So it's something that you desire here. This could be like your passions are shifting. The things that you desired are shifting. What are you transitioning to here, Libras? Or you could have just been really passionate about something. Okay, so spirituality. So this could be literal. This could be, you know, something sexual. And now maybe you're going to be more religious or like going on like a celibacy thing. But maybe your desires change because your belief systems are changing. Okay. What other energy should you be in here? Yeah. So you should be in defiance. Okay, so there's a certain rule here that you should not listen to. What is the rule or regulation? So you shouldn't listen to this or you need to go against it. Okay, emotions. All right. So if somebody's telling you to base something off of how you feel, do not do that. All right, don't base something off of how you feel. What is supposed to trigger your emotions here? Possibly a Cancer, or the way something is going. All right, what are you going to do instead here? Okay, you got voice, vision, and respect. All right, so you're going to talk about what you actually see here. You're going to speak up on it. Okay, so you're going to say your standards are conflicting with your choices. That's what you're going to say. Or you're talking about this. There could be also something where you speak out about a Taurus and a Gemini having a conflict. But if those are not people, you're literally like, yeah, like the rules and regulations, that's conflicting with your decisions. Like, don't let your emotions make you make an emotional decision that goes against like self-respect or, you know, whatever rules and regulations there are. Thank you, Steven. Shout out to Miami. All right, so let's get 8 cards here. Okay, 6 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands. Okay, there's the 5 of Wands. So, let me see. And then the 2 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords, the Star, the 4 of Pentacles. There could be, okay, yeah, there's the Chariot. So it could be, you're going to be more logical here. You're going to see something from an outside perspective. You have Aquarius, Cancer energy. So that could make sense for you because you're an air sign, right? So a Cancer, they may be able to drive off of that emotion or whatever, because they're right here. But you're like, no, I'm going to look at it from both sides. I'm going to look at this from both perspectives. What is a Cancer doing that's triggering you? Because they're a major card. They're coming out twice with the Chariot and Style. What are they doing? I don't know if that has anything to do with you, but what are they doing? It might. Oh, knowledge. So why that makes you emotional? Because somebody else knows how to do something. So what do they have knowledge about? What do they know here? Okay, perspective and truth. They already know that something is all perspective. It's just how you view something. I feel like, too, they already know the truth about something, and I don't know why that would make you emotional. So, whatever. I mean, I guess that's what you need to know. They're focused on something for themselves. Something is all perspective. Is how you view something. Something may also not even make you emotional if you view it in a different light. But yeah, so I wouldn't focus on that. Because I don't think it has anything to do with you. What is your energy down here in these 8 cards? Okay, so you're resilient. You're able to handle something on your own, but it could be difficult here. Why does that... I don't know why that's bothering you, Libra. All right, but you're transitioning in spirituality. You're trying to find like some sort of spiritual path here. All right, but yeah, I don't think you should let that get to you, or don't let this distract you, because this is kind of somebody else's. They're over here. They already have knowledge about what to do. So I don't think they're worried about what might be difficult for you to handle with resilience. Oh, voice. Maybe this is hard for you to speak up on. It's hard for you to say it. It's hard for you to speak up for yourself, but you are going to say something. But this is almost like whatever the scenario is, something is emotional, and it's like somebody else is more, I don't know, knowledgeable in the situation. They've already experienced it, but you still have to speak up for yourself, or you still have to speak on a situation. Man, I don't know. I don't know why that's difficult, but what is the outcome of you speaking up for yourself here? I feel like, too, I see the opposite. You may want to say something to a Cancer, and it might not be your place. The Four of Pentacles can be holding something in and not saying it. What's attitude? Perspective on what here? Because they already know that something is all perspective. It's just how you look at it or something like that. Yeah, okay, the perspective of courage. Okay. How do they view courage? Because sometimes you're not always supposed to be courageous, I guess. But let's see. Okay, inspiration. Yeah, there's the Aquarius energy. Thank you. All right, so what other energy should you be in here? Excuse me. What other energy should you be in here, Libras? You got passion and peace. And then what's the outcome here for you? Why is a Leo everywhere? All right, strength, personality, and you got you got angel, love, and spirituality. So, okay. Angel came out as themselves in their reading. Maybe a Sag is going to give you advice or something like that. It said Leos are always everywhere. I pulled a strength card in a lot of readings. I know that still represents yourself, but I will say they come out. I think they come out more than any other sign almost. All right, guys, we're almost done here. We got Pisces and Aquarius. If y'all watching me on TikTok, y'all can catch this on YouTube. It's time stamped. And then what time is it? I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say I'll be back because I gotta do my nails. It's time to do these over. So we'll be back tomorrow. All right, so Pisces, I'll do a poll and see if we want to keep it general, do love, or do career readings. So, and thank y'all for following, liking, subscribing, gifts. I appreciate y'all. All right, what's the energy surrounding my Pisces? Most important energy for the Pisces here. Okay, finesse. Aries came out as finesse if you're dealing with an Aries. So right now we're intending on having something. We're trying to get something to work, but it may not be working. It just depends. So what are we intending on having here? What are we trying to get? What's the intentions? Okay, voice. All right, so okay, so somebody's either planning on saying something in particular. They want a conversation. All right, what's actually occurring here? Excuse me. Okay, knowledge. So Cancer was knowledge, Libra was voice. Cancer already knows something. They already have the information that they need. But I feel like so these are people, somebody's like, okay, I want that Libra, but the Cancer may be more knowledgeable in a topic. Or somebody's intending on their information or their voice to have more impact, but somebody already has information. Okay, so what role do you play here, Pisces? Okay, so you're resisting. What are you currently resisting? Your intuition. All right. What is your intuition telling you to do here, Pisces? If you're watching this, you may not like that reading. I don't know if you know these signs, but say you're watching this and you're like, well, I want the Libra to be correct, but the Cancer already has knowledge or something like that. All right, but what is your instincts telling you, Pisces? Okay, courage, love, and personality. Let me get one more. Excuse me, versatility. Okay, so first of all, for you in your case, right, you know that you're going to have to put yourself out there. This combination, and this does not just have to be romance. This combination to me is networking, talking to people, social media. If you're at work at a 9 to 5, you should be at the networking events. You need to be, communicating with your mentors or something like that. Like the thing that is missing is putting yourself out there. That's the thing that's missing. That's what's going to allow you to make something comfortable for yourself or actually manifest something. All right. Okay, so you know that that's going to help you here, but you're resisting your intuition. All right, so let's see. Why are you resisting your intuition? What's making you resist your intuition, Pisces? A Taurus, possibly, because they came out as change. It's either a Taurus or a Scorpio. All right, let's see. Yeah, be yourself. Put yourself out there. You're going to have to do something around people. You're not going to be able to close yourself off. Okay, there's your intuition right there, the High Priestess. Now, remember, the center of your reading was finesse, voice, and knowledge. So, literally, Aries, Libra, Cancer. If you're dealing with those signs, if you do not, like, if you're watching for another sign or you're trying to figure out what's going on and you're dealing with those signs, the Cancer already knows what's going on. They already have the information, even though somebody's trying to change their mind and it could possibly be a Libra. So that is what you need to hear. Like, somebody's trying to change somebody's mind even though they have the information. But here's a High Priestess. There's a Queen of Swords. So somebody's making an executive decision, or you're already making an executive decision, your first instincts. Okay, there's the Lovers. There's the Eight of Swords. That's the problem. So you know what decision to make, but I feel like you share it. You may share it with somebody and they can't see it. They're the Eight of Swords. All right, the Nine of Pentacles, the Magician, the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Six of Cups. So I feel like that's what it is. They can't open up their mind. I feel like there's a Gemini, Scorpio energy here. And they may not understand it. So I feel like this is a scenario where go ahead and go with that idea. The love part for you is not sharing that idea. The love part for you is once you've created that idea and you put it out there. That's the love part. So it's like, say you're like, oh yeah, there's that career fair, or there's that gala. I'm gonna go to that gala and network. You tell somebody that and they're like, oh no, the last time I went to a gala, this, that, and the third, they wasn't friendly, they wasn't networking. So don't tell anybody that idea. Just go out and do it. Go out and network with the group that you need to be around or that you want to be around. What else are you, don't be afraid either, but what else are you saying right here? Go with that first gut instinct. Go with that first decision. Yeah, luck. You're like, okay, this is a good opportunity. I'm able to do this. Okay, what, I feel like you know how something is going to go. All right, what is this opportunity for you? Yeah, power. All right, and passion. So what is the Eight of Swords? There's knowledge. There it is again. What do you have knowledge about? It's like you know something's going to work, Pisces. What do you know here? It's like you kind of already know something's going to work out. All right, you got Angel there. There's Sagittarius. Yeah, respect and versatility. So if you may have Sag placements, but you already know that something's going to work or something's going to be able to be built. You already know the rules and regulations to it. What is the Magician? Okay, emotions. Okay. What does it manipulate? Or somebody could be emotional and try to manipulate you out of believing in yourself, but what does it manipulate you into doing? Don't let your emotions trick you. Yeah, peace and resilience. Yeah, there's the Libra. It is a Libra in here somewhere, but it's all connected. You're going to know that somebody's just trying to stop you from doing what you need to do. All right, do not resist your own intuition. If you're dealing with these signs, that was the reading. I can't change it. So all right, what's the outcome here for you, Pisces? That was pretty straightforward. Don't resist your instincts. Yeah, finesse, vision. Is this an Aries? Because the Aries have finesse and now they can see something. Dominance. They see what the dominant energy is. Why? Aries is here a lot too. What are we able to see is the dominant energy here. If you missed it, this is up on YouTube. Same username. Okay, order, and then what is it dominating? Having an order to things. All right, yeah, inspiration and mood, yeah. So controlling those emotions. If something's more in order or more intact or more planned, better planned out. Because I feel like your intuition tells you what to do already or tells you to plan here. So now the Aries is in everybody's reading. Okay. All right. Aquarius. No problem. My name is EeshUrHeartOut on all my platforms, guys. But Twitch is EeshUrHeartOut official. So, yeah. Don't get scammed, my TikTokers. Don't let the fake pages get y'all. All right, Aquarius is last but not least. I'm finishing just in time because y'all know I've been having these vocal issues. All right, Aquarius. All right, what is the most important general energy for the Aquariuses? Let's see. Most important general energy for the Aquarius. Okay, angel. So this could be Sagittarius. They came out as themselves. So you might want to watch the Sagittarius reading, and you may have Sag placements. You might be a Sag rising or a Sag moon. This is going to be posted up on my YouTube. So it's the same username as my TikTok. It's EeshUrHeartOut. And it will be timestamped too in the description once I'm done with the video. So it's not timestamped yet, but it will be after I finish. All right, so let's see. And thank y'all for watching on any platform y'all watch. I appreciate it. All right, so what about angel here? So you have, this could also be patience. Calming yourself down, temperance, maybe teaching, anything like that. So what role do they play? Because that's the center of the reading. Oh, okay, defiance. Okay, so they're going against something. What are they supposed to do, or what is the rule they're supposed to follow? Now, remember, Sagittarius is if you're cross-watching, your reading was about following your intuition, okay? So, all right, but what rule are they supposed to follow here? Oh, mood? Okay, maybe not. Okay, this might be different. Okay, so they're supposed to be ashamed or sad. Oh, okay. Okay, what are they doing instead? Now, remember, the temperance pours the water back and forth, right? So that's like managing emotions, and they have one foot in the water and one foot on land. All right, so if they are, you know, okay, what are they doing instead here? Connectivity. So they're in the Eight of Swords. They can only see something one way. What do they see that's one way, or what are they trapped thinking? Okay, skill. We got Libra and voice and self-love. So they're thinking about what a Libra said, or they're thinking about a Libra. Oh, okay, wait. So a Sagittarius is supposed to ignore something with mood. I feel like they're supposed to ignore what a Libra said or something like that. Okay. So what role do you play here, Aquarius? What role do you play here? Okay, so your ambition. So you're working towards something. All right. What other energy should you be in here? Or you're repeating an action? All right, what role, what energy should you be in here, Aquarius? Okay, so you should be in spirituality. Okay. So with the spirituality card, this is meditating, paying attention to what your dreams are saying. Maybe you have your own cards, having faith in yourself and things like that. So spirituality, what effect will spirituality have for you? This could just be meditating, something like that. Oh, okay, inspiration. Oh, okay. So that's your card, Aquarius. This is you. I feel like it's going to bring you back to yourself. I feel like, too, it's literally going to inspire you. Okay, and then luck. All right, so I feel like it's going to make you feel luckier, make you feel like you have a better opportunity, make you more optimistic. All right, maybe you need to read up on like what's Aquarius do, or you know, how is Aquarius and things like that. What are Aquarius what is it? Characteristics or something like that. Okay, so it is going to inspire you to have an opportunity, so you're going to have more faith. I'm not sure what the okay. I'm not sure what the Sag part had to do with it, but we'll see. Okay, so you got the Death card, Scorpio energy coming out strong. Two of Cups, the Hermit. All right, so there's a relationship between a Virgo and a Scorpio, literally. All right, they're partnered up, or they both agreed to keep something a secret. All right, so that's there. All right, so the Eight of Wands, the Two of Wands, there's voice, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Four of Swords. All right, so first of all, we're going to walk away from worrying. We're going to walk away from that worry or from that concern. What is the Death card real quick? Resisting what? What is being resisted? Guidance. Okay, so okay. What is your energy down here in these 8 cards real quick? Okay, so you're rebellion. So I feel like nobody's listening. Okay, what are you supposed to be guided? What is somebody supposed to be guided to do? Create something or manipulate something, okay? Who's guiding and who's telling them to do this? We're supposed to be able to, okay, luck. There's an opportunity to create something and we're not taking it, okay? All right, what are we worried about with the nine? Who's worried in the Nine of Swords? Okay, I am getting confused. I will say that because now I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? Where is the Sagittarius at? Where is Angel in these 8 cards? Their defense. Okay, what are they blocking out? Passion, confidence, determination, and vision. So they're not able to see something, or they don't want to see something. They're blocking, maybe they're blocking out literally sex, blocking out passion, or blocking out their own desires. I feel like if there's a Sag involved or you have Sag placements, they're blocking out their own desires because they're listening to a Libra. They're supposed to ignore that. What is a Libra saying? Oh, leadership, personality. So somebody's acting like they're going to lead somebody to something, or like I feel like their personality could be an illusion, personality and humor. Okay, I'm not sure what that even has to do with you, though. What are they trying to lead a Sagittarius to do? Finesse. They're trying to get a Sagittarius to do something that's not going to work. What? It's almost like somebody's literally telling them, hey, this plan is going to work, or take this shortcut, and it does not work. What is a Sagittarius supposed to do on their own? Yeah, knowledge. So they're probably supposed to deal with, yeah, they're supposed to work with a Cancer. They're supposed to listen to a Cancer, work with a Cancer, or they already know what to do. All right, so if you have Sag placements, you should not listen to, like, somebody's trying to teach you or lead you. They don't know what they're talking about. Like, they're leading you down a wrong path, or like that plan is not going to work at all. Okay, I'm not sure how this, I don't know how it incorporates with you. All right, but your advice is spirituality. So your energy down here is rebellion. All right, what are we no longer worried about with the Nine of Swords? Oh, okay. We're no longer worried about breaking rules or going against the grain. We're not going to worry about that anymore. If you're dealing with a Sag and you're like, man, I want them to stop listening to that person, they're not going to do that anymore. They're not going to listen to that anymore. All right. You got courage, spirituality, and potential. That could be why spirituality is the center of your reading. Like, because I don't know what a Libra is leading what part of their personality is a Libra trying to act like or show? Okay, power. They're not smarter or, yeah, personality again. Yeah, see, there's angel and intuition. So that was a Sagittarius reading. They're supposed to follow their intuition and follow themselves. But it's like a person is trying to act like they're smarter than a Sag, or like, let's just keep this reading about you, Aquarius. It's like somebody's trying to make it seem like they're smarter than you or have more power over you. They're not smarter than your own intuition. All right, especially if you do have a Sag placement, you can have a Sag rising or moon or something like that. But if you're dealing with a Sagittarius in your life and you're wondering, that's the issue. They were listening to a Libra, and that Libra is like not, I don't know, they're not smarter or more powerful than them. So I guess it's like a chain reaction. But either case, your energy is supposed to be spirituality, and then it's going to take you back to yourself. So maybe you could be in the same position. Maybe that's why that energy came out. Maybe you're listening to somebody else and not your own self. So what are you doing in ambition? In ambition, who are you listening to? Or like following after? Peace and truth. Let me see one more. And then superstition and passion. What? Let's see. So what are you doing in ambition? Because you're repeating something that's not working for you right now. Yeah, the Six of Swords. You're being led by what? You could be being led by a Leo, or you're still led by people who are opposite of you. If you don't know a Leo, you're repeating something or you're doing something that's opposite of what you really want to do. That's why your advice is spirituality and inspiration. This is your card. This is you. Right now, you're working constantly. Maybe it's time for you to take a break, meditate, take a day off if you can. And I feel like you're missing an opportunity because you're repetitively listening to other people. All right, like there's a Leo energy. That's energy that is opposite of you, whether you know a Leo or not. You get the Nine of Wands, the Five of Cups. There's the Tower. All right, what's the outcome here for you? Thank you, Johnny. I think I just saw that. All right, what's the outcome here for you, Aquarius, with spirituality? So have faith, be optimistic. All right, yeah, the connectivity, peace, and confidence. So, like I said, if you know a Sag or you have Sag placements, literally they are no longer listening to that Libra, or they're no longer going to be under that mindset. They're not going to think about that anymore. So I feel like you got to have, I don't know why the Sag is so close to you or why they're in your reading, but that's pretty much it. All right, y'all. That was the last sign. Typically, just a disclaimer, the last sign always gets the quickest reading because I be tired and I be hungry. So that's why we switch it up. But next time, the way that we're going to do it, we're going to continue what we did today. First come, first serve. You drop your signs in the chat, and that's the order that we'll go in. I'm going to put a poll up on my YouTube to see what kind of readings we should do next, whether general, love, or money. All right. Or we did do the intuition readings. So, all right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. My TikTokers, again, please do not get scammed by any fake pages. This is my only page. Please do not get tricked. I'm not going to DM you for anything. If y'all want personal readings, you do have to subscribe to the WAP page. You can cancel the subscription at any time. It's $22 for a 30-minute video, and then it's $66 for 2 per month. And if you really need a lot of readings, you can get one per week with 99. So that's on there as well. That's a subscription. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting.